to honor the betting wager made when we were kids. You have been playing the fool for 18 years. To keep your family line from dying out, your grandfather had no choice but to leverage his military connections and force a marriage upon you. But on your wedding day, your wife secretly let her cousin take your place in the bridal chamber, and that finally pushed you over the edge. My grandfather is the marshal who protects the nation. My father is the richest man in the Long Kingdom. Do you really take me for an idiot? Just die. Just a month ago, you transmigrated into the body of this brain-damaged host. As a surge of memories flooded into your mind, you realized this is a world where demons and martial cultivators coexist, and the original owner had been a fool for 18 years. Not only does he have a father who is the richest man, but he also has a grandfather who is the nation's marshal. The pity is that the wife they chose for you has been constantly using your family's influence to launder money. In everyone's eyes, she is your fiancée in name, but in secret, she is the fiancée of many others. You could not help but sigh. With such an heaven-defying background, yet treated like an idiot. In this life, I will take back all the humiliation you suffered. At the same time, your Goldfinger also arrived. Ding. Host, the villain selection system is now active. 3 options appeared before your eyes. Option 1, the low-key villain. Proactively break off the engagement with Lu Qingwan of the Lu family, without causing any backlash from the Lu family or Lu Qingwan, and compensate the protagonist Yi Fan with rewards. God-level historical summoning power. You did not hesitate and skip that option immediately, because in this world, after humans reach adulthood, they can awaken the power to channel divine spirits. God-level historical summoning. In the entire Long Kingdom, there are currently only 3 on record. Your grandfather Lin Zan, his personal guard Lin Zhu, and a hidden expert living in the mountains. God-level beasts are even more incredibly rare treasures. Only your grandfather possesses one in the entire Long Kingdom. As for having tens of billions in union currency, your family's corporation dominates every industry, so there is no need to worry about money at all. But if you were to suffer these grievances and beg for the female lead's forgiveness, it would not just be losing face for yourself, but also losing face for the Lin family. Before awakening your memories, you were nothing but a lapdog to Lu Qingwan, coming when called, leaving when told to go. But now that your memories have awakened, everything will change. Option 2, the arrogant villain. Cancel the engagement early and forcibly marry Lin Rong, the younger aunt of Lu Qingwan, suppressing the protagonist Yi Fan, who comes to crash the wedding. Reward, super god level historical summoning power, and 1 super god level fierce beast. That is the one for me. A mere protagonist dares to crash my wedding. What does he think he is? Since he dares to crash it, then I will just force the marriage. In that moment your face darkened and you shouted, "Men, get the car ready for me. I am heading to the Lu family." At the same time, the Lu family also received your message. A woman wearing a white fur coat looked dismissively at a middle-aged man by the desk. "This man is your future mother-in-law." She then said to the man with disdain, "Lu Mingwei, this is the message from that idiot in the Lin family. He says he is coming to our house later, and he wants us to call Qingwan back to wait for him." Then she took out her phone and mocked. "This is the message that idiot sent to our daughter. It is hilarious. Did I have surgery yesterday to remove my brain? So now I am brainlessly in love with you. Haha, does he even have a brain? Hasn't it been gone for a long time?" Lu Mingwei also shook his head slightly after hearing that, his eyes filled with disdain and arrogance. "That kid is completely controlled by our daughter, Qingwan. I guess the Lin family ends with your generation. It is not all bad. As long as I marry her off, the Lin family's fortune will be ours for the taking. The Lin family's connections will become my Lu family's assets. In just a few years, my Lu family will completely replace theirs." Hearing this, Lu Qingwan's voice trembled with excitement. Meanwhile, you were on your way to the Lu residence. Suddenly, a notification from your one and only popped up. You clicked it, not bothering to even glance at the pathetic, groveling messages you would send earlier. Straight to Lu Qingwan's reply instead. "You want to break up? Fine. So what if I hang out with other guys? Where do you get off thinking we are something special? I am sick of you overthinking everything. Stop being so unreasonable. Just seeing you makes me sick." You scrolled further down, revealing the original host's desperate begging. "I was wrong. Please let us not break up. Don't leave me. I am sorry." Those messages were sent at 3 a.m. today, and until now, Lu Qingwan has not uttered a single word back. It does not take a genius to figure out her game. Damn, she is really wearing a giant cuckold hat on my head. Just a moment ago, the message she actually sent was, "Lin He, come to Kuohai Mall. I have got my eye on an antique. And another thing, transfer me 20 million right now." Seeing this, your blood boiled. You tossed your phone right out the car window. Damn, is she completely out of her mind? She ignores my messages all night, and the first thing she sends is demanding cash. This woman really thinks she is using an ATM. But then, the system pinged to life. Event detected. Choose your path. Option 1, force her to return to the Liu family. Reward, a century-grade antique. Option 2, go to Kuohai Mall. Humiliate Liu Qingwan in public. Bring her back to reality and drag her home. Reward, a millennium-grade antique. Option 3, immediately transfer the 20 million and go to Kuohai Mall to grovel for her forgiveness. Reward, 3 millennium-grade antiques. Seeing these you roared, damn it, I choose 2. And do not ever send me a pathetic third option like those again. Meanwhile, Liu Qingwan was still blissfully shopping at the mall. She stared emotionlessly at a long green sword. Wrap this antique up for me. The paperwork was done in a flash. The clerk waited only for her payment, but she cursed impatiently. Damn loser. Why has not he transferred the money yet? A crowd of young socialites and elites had gathered around, all power heirs of Kuohai City, watching Liu Qingwan like it was a cheap show, because they knew how she treated you. They knew you would cave in and send the money the second you saw the text. A spineless simp like you was easy to manipulate. The gazes of those nobles around her made her uneasy today. She felt uncomfortable, as if she were a monkey in a cage. The more time passed, the more she resented you. And right then, your arrival made you the center of attention. You could clearly feel the eyes on you, all brimming with mockery. The previous owner's simping has truly ruined the reputation. To have such a great starting hand, and waste it all on being a lapdog. Even her maid dared to walk all over you. Seeing you arrive, she immediately vented her frustration on you. It is just a simple transfer. Why is it taking you so long? You are acting so difficult. Her maid chimed in quickly. Exactly. Hurry up and pay my mistress. Hearing that, you replied deadpan. So you are buying antiques while broke. I was fuming the whole way here in the car. But since getting here, you have somehow become quite relaxed. The original guy might have been an idiot, but he sure had great taste. This chick might be a bit rotten, but she is not half bad. Seeing your response, Liu Qingwan grew even more furious. Why are not you replying to my messages? Don't even think about me forgiving you if you do not transfer me those 50 million. Hearing this, a mocking smirk curled on your lips. This woman was truly brainwashed by all those years of the original guy playing lapdog. She is so confused, she does not even know who wears the pants here. 50 million. You are not even worth the gold plating on that. As those words escaped your lips, the young masters and socialites around were instantly shocked. While Liu Qingwan was still immersed in the shock of your words, her maid, Shalwa, pointed at you and yelled angrily. How dare you speak to my lady like that? Face to face with this noisy, brainless maid. You only offered one sentence, disable her. Immediately, your guard stepped forward, delivering a single punch in an instant. Shalwa's face twisted in extreme agony. Following a shrill scream, she discovered her cultivation core had been crippled. At this, you lifted your leg and looked down at her with arrogance. You are nothing but a lowly servant. How dare you challenge your betters? If I do not crush you, you will really start thinking you are somebody. Pathetic. To you, this was not punishment but a treat. Making them wish they were dead is the best way to handle trash. When you looked at Liu Qingwan again, her face held nothing but terror and disbelief. At that moment, the system chime sounded again. Ding. Host has punished a wicked servant. Successfully suppressed Liu Qingwan's arrogance. Gained 100 villain points. Villain points can be used to purchase items or improve spirit fusion, upgrade proficiency in special techniques, and more. Meanwhile, Liu Qingwan finally came to her senses. She lashed out at you. Are you even a man? Hitting a woman. If I do not want to pay, I won't. Do you really think I am that short of your 50 million? Let us call the engagement over. She expected these words to break you on the spot, but to her surprise, you immediately started clapping, as if you had just heard the funniest joke in the world. Very interesting, very interesting. Never judge a book by its cover. Fine then, why do not you buy it? The contract is signed, you just need to pay up. Don't tell me you can't afford it. Hearing this, Liu Qingwan lost half her steam. Of course, she did not have the money. 20 million for an antique. After all, the entire Liu family might have a market cap in the hundreds of millions, but they definitely could not cough up 20 million in cash. Seeing her speechless, you added another jab. Breaking off the engagement, huh, good. Then you should return the bride price too. The bride price? I spent that ages ago. Even if you sold me, you would not get that much back. In pure frustration, she could only point at your nose and curse. Are you even a man? And you replied, you will find out when the wedding night comes. Who would ever tie the knot with you? Don't you dare think about touching me. Great. Then pay back the bride price. Now Liu Qingwan was truly left speechless. The mocking glares from the crowd left her nowhere to hide. I thought you would come crawling over for the money, but I did not expect you to be this tough. Still, Liu Qingwan was not ready to give up. If you do not have 50 million today, do not even think about me forgiving you. 50 million. Why do not we do the math? How many 50 millions have I actually given you over all these years? My pocket money alone is enough to buy 10 of your Liu Group corporations. 10 years ago, you were nothing more than a little scavenger. scraping by on the outskirts of this city. If it were not for me and the Liu family, it is a miracle you even survived to this day. You were always destined to be nothing more than trash. Your words hit Liu Qingwan like daggers to the heart, tearing open the past in public that Liu Qingwan desperately tried to bury. At this moment, the servant girl Shalwa, enduring the humiliation of her dantian being shattered, spoke up. Lin He, you are being outrageous. I turned my head to look at the girl kneeling on the ground. Her face was filled with pure defiance and fury. Seriously, I do not get it. Whoever gave you the guts to talk to me like that? Slap her. Don't kill her just yet. Toss her into a dumpster outside the city later. Isn't it funny how some people love to play the bully? Acting all high and mighty, brainless fools like her need to be brought back down to reality. I will make sure she experiences the exact reality she is most afraid of. Lin He, you bastard. Before she could finish, a guard grabbed her by the throat, delivering a brutal slap. The crisp, heavy crack of the slap echoed through the surroundings. The entire area fell dead silent. The wealthy spectators stared in absolute shock. Lin He, how dare you? As Liu Qingwan turned her head back, I swung a slap right across her face. A sharp crimson handprint instantly blossomed on her delicate face. Her face may be soft and supple, but her skin is thicker than a wild boar's. There is nothing quite like a slap to satisfy the soul. A hard slap to the face is a universal language. Low physical damage, but extreme psychological humiliation. Now that I am the grandson of a marshal and the son of a billionaire, this background naturally lets me do whatever I want. Should I have you dragged back to the Liu estate, or will you come willingly? I suddenly felt a bit thirsty after saying that. I signaled a guard to come over, buy me a drink, and get me an iced Americano. By now, the onlookers were completely stunned. He actually slapped Liu Qingwan twice. So what if I slapped her twice? If I were Lin He, forget about Liu Qingwan. Even her mother would have to bow down to me. It seems he has finally realized his true status. This is getting interesting. While the guard went to get the iced Americano, Liu Qingwan finally snapped back to reality. Her face was burning with pain, but she could not care about that right now. I snatched the silver handcuffs from the guard's hand, click, and locked them onto Liu Qingwan's wrists. The icy cold metal made Liu Qingwan shudder as she looked down at her wrists. Lin He, just as she was about to speak, I swung another smack across her face. Is Lin He a name someone like you should be uttering? I turned to the crowd of onlookers. What should all of you be calling me? Everyone was stunned, not expecting the spectacle to turn on them. A woman dressed in a fiery outfit was the first to react. Why, of course, young Master Xiao Shuai. The person who called him by his full name must be out of their mind. Yes, exactly. Young Master Xiao Shuai. Are you free this evening? It is my birthday banquet. I would be honored if you could attend. Everyone's attitude did a complete 180. After getting a satisfactory response, I turned back one more time to look at the stunned Liu Qingwan. No, do you finally understand? Only this small group of people has changed their attitude so far, and they are nothing more than the children of small-time merchants. The countless elites and powerful figures of Kuohai City still hold millions in assets. They will still think you are just the black sheep of a prestigious family. The system chime rings out the next moment. Host, act arrogant and seize Liu Qingwan. Change the attitudes of the powerful elite. Reward for altering your persona, 500 villain points. You pick up the iced Americano delivered by your guard. Take one sip and immediately spit it out. Looks like in this lifetime, I can't even stand the slightest bit of hardship. The Li family owns assets in the hundreds of millions. Hearing this, his mouth twitches. Is this even something a human would do? Meanwhile, inside the Liu family villa courtyard, Liu Mingwei is still sitting in front of the tea table. He lifts the teacup, takes a sip, and praises it. This Da Hong Pao is truly not bad. Just enough to have that blockhead bring me another 2 pounds. I heard you can't even buy the specially supplied stuff. Lin Weining, the young aunt on the side, says softly, Sister, shouldn't we prepare in advance? After all, Lin He gave us notice ahead of time. It should be quite formal. Prepare for what? Is that Lin He even worthy? For so many years, he has long since become Qingwan's lapdog. When has he ever come here without being all polite and submissive? Weining, it is a pity you are my younger sister. Why can't you ever use your head? You will just embarrass me when you go out. Fine. Lin Weining keeps her head down, offering no rebuttal. Soon, a row of Rolls-Royces drives down the main road of Kuohai City, in the backseat of one custom-made vehicle. In the backseat of one custom-made vehicle. In the backseat of one custom-made vehicle. You sit with your legs crossed, looking at the shackled woman beside you. Even now, this woman still oozes arrogance. Lin He, hurry up and release me. Otherwise, do not dream of me forgiving you. You reach out a large hand and pinch Liu Qingwan's smooth chin. Forgive. Do you really think that much of yourself? Then you gaze out the car window at the passing world. High-rise buildings and bustling crowds. It is extremely prosperous. You can't tell at all that this is a chaotic world invaded by demons. The motorcade soon arrives at the Liu residence. Ding. Congratulations, host. Task completed. Acquired blood moon eyes. You are not in a hurry to collect it. Instead, you stare at the main gates of the Liu mansion with cold eyes. The Liu family did not even send anyone to greet you. They even have the doors closed. It is as if they did not receive your summons. This is forcing you to knock on their door yourself. Little he, you have come. Just as you are about to get angry, the gates swing open. A woman with the beauty of a Jiangnan lady comes into view. She is dressed in simple, elegant loungewear, yet it reveals the charming grace of a mature woman. Lin Weining is Lu Qingwan's younger aunt, and the younger sister of Lin Wanyue. At the same time, she is one of the reasons for your trip. In all your memories, the entire Liu family, except for this Lin Weining, all treated you like a dog. Seeing Lu Qingwan in handcuffs, aside from her initial shock, Lin Weining is not actually that surprised. You then lead a squad of soldiers to surround the Liu residence layer by layer. Lin Wanyue, who was waiting in the living room for Lin He to come obediently, rises abruptly after seeing what is happening outside and shouts, "Lin He, what is the meaning of this?" Lu Mingwei swallows his Da Hong Pao and runs to the entrance. You grab Lu Qingwan by the neck and drag her directly in front of you. What do I think I am doing? Do you even know who I am? Lin Wanyue seems to realize something. Her voice loses its edge and turns soft. What other status could you possibly have beyond being Lu Qingwan's fiancé? Because their entire family is spineless to the core. The only reason you kept me down before was because you were a small person riding on a temporary high. Then, with a casual flick of your wrist, Lu Qingwan was instantly forced to her knees before you, right in front of Lu Mingwei and his wife. I am only here at the Liu residence today to notify you of two things. First, the wedding date is moved up to tomorrow. Second, the engagement now includes your younger aunt, Lin Weining, as a co-bride. Prepare yourselves well. I will come to pick you up in person tomorrow. After saying that, you turned and walked away, leaving behind only the iron-blooded soldiers surrounding the Liu mansion. The entire Liu household was plunged into a strange, heavy silence. Lin Wanyue, after finally realizing what had happened, hastily rushed over to help Lu Qingwan get back up. What is going on? What on earth did you do to make young Master Lin so angry? He just got mad a couple of days ago and talked about breaking up. He begged me to get back together, but I did not agree. I am not to blame for this. I even gave him a chance a moment ago. I told him to come to the Kuohai Commercial Center and pay up, an antique bag worth 20 million. That should not amount to much for him, but it is one thing that he did not pay. He actually had the audacity to hit me. Lu Qingwan did not think she was in the wrong at all. In fact, she remained full of confidence. Don't worry. He is just acting out of emotion right now. Believe me, he will be crawling back to the Liu residence to apologize soon, begging for my forgiveness. Moving the wedding date to tomorrow. If I do not agree, let us see if he dares. I really have been way too nice to him these past few days. As Lu Qingwan stood up, her irritation only seemed to grow. Being slapped in public by Lin He repeatedly had shattered the pride of someone as arrogant as her. Why did he have to add Lin Weining to the engagement? What is going on? The three turned to look at the blushing, shy Lin Weining. Although she is nearing 30, she still carries that youthful, alluring charm of a young woman. I do not know. And do not even think about it. How dare that brat Lin He speak to me like that? I will invite young Master Wang over later. I will have him teach Lin He a lesson. Lin Weining had plenty to say, but did not dare speak up. Her status in the Liu family is quite low right now. She is basically treated like a servant. She still managed to mumble a very quiet sentence. Shao He is the son of a billionaire. Better not to have said anything at all. As soon as she said that, Lin Wanyue and her mother exploded in anger. So what if he is a billionaire's son? Isn't he still just my pet dog? He would not dare say a word against anything I tell him to do. Exactly. Isn't he just the son of a billionaire? Young Master Wang comes from a prominent military lineage, and he has awakened the SS-grade spiritual force. Is he, Lin He, even a match for that? Lin Weining quietly added another remark. Shao He's grandfather is a marshal. Lin Wanyue was immediately triggered. Let me ask you, Lin Weining, do you think you have grown wings now? Are you really that desperate to marry Lin He? How dare you talk back to me? Lin Weining lowered her head and stayed silent, but inside she saw the situation clearly. This so-called young Master Wang of the Wang family always struts around whenever he comes to the Liu household. His innate inferiority and vanity are exactly why Lin Wanyue bows down to the Wang family. Simply put, it is pathetic. Nearby, Lu Mingwei had a cold glint in his eyes as he spoke in a low voice. Now, think about how we should resolve this. Yet Lu Qingwan remained confident. He will definitely give me a call to apologize in a little while. I am sleepy. She said that and headed back to her room. Lu Mingwei glanced at the younger aunt standing nearby, his anger reaching a boiling point. Why are you just standing there like a statue? Go and get me something to eat, now. Meanwhile, sitting back in your car, you examine examine the blood moon eyes you just scored from the system. When you put on this crimson look, you feel like a ruthless demon cultivator. Plus, you can switch forms whenever you please. Using them feels just like having an extra pair of eyes. You feel as if the whole world has hit the brakes. At the same time, your perception of life force becomes crystal clear. Even the air around you seems to have slowed down to a crawl. Talk about being invincible in a fight. In 3 days, the school is hosting its group awakening ceremony. To prevent some cliché genius fall from grace drama, you decided to move the marriage contract forward to tomorrow, all to snag that reward, the god-tier spiritual power. Once I awaken, no one will call me a loser anymore. Meanwhile, the news of you slapping Lu Qingwan in the face today spread through the entire noble circle in less than an hour. Everyone is buzzing with gossip. Is that guy actually awakened? Ordering troops to surround the entire Lu family estate. And he is setting the wedding for tomorrow. How come nobody noticed the Lu family was like this before? I have to admit, he is surprisingly intense. And the young commander is not just marrying Lu Qingwan. He is planning to take Lin Wanrong as well. Lin Wanrong, isn't she the one young Master Wang already called dibs on? This is going to be some show. Meanwhile, at the penthouse of Kuohai Ascendant Hotel, young Master Wang Teng was radiating pure murderous intent. What exactly is Lin he playing at? I just publicly called dibs on her, and today he slaps me in the face. Lin Wanrong has been the object of his obsession for a long time. Just when he was about to taste the fruit of victory, you showed up to ruin everything. Beside him, Huang Xiaofeng, the city lord's son, tried to soothe him. Maybe young Master Lin did not do it on purpose. Perhaps he just wanted to suppress the Lu family a little. My birthday banquet is tonight. I will put in a word for you with young Master Lin. We can get this sorted at the dinner table. It might just be a misunderstanding that we can clear up. The Huang family is one of the top powers in Kuohai City. After all, the city lord himself shares the name. Wang Teng nodded, but he was still incredibly annoyed. With your background, this is the best they can do. Shortly after leaving the Lu estate, you received a call from your mother. You then ordered your motorcade to head east through the city. Your mother lives in a villa tucked away on the hillside. The grounds are crawling with soldiers. It is guarded at every single turn. Countless hidden experts are lurking in the shadows. Using your memories, you navigated your way into the estate. Greeting your eyes was a woman who looked both elegant and noble. The moment she saw you, she grabbed your ear without saying a word. I see you are finally hungry, little troublemaker. What does a Lu family woman have to do with you? A girl from the Lu family is really nothing to worry about. And now you want to bring her home. Ouch. Mom, that hurts. The body had been a fool for 18 years. Since I awakened, I have naturally inherited everything, including these family ties, of course. Ma, just listen to me for a second. Mother crossed her arms and glared at you. If you do not give me a good explanation, you are in for it. Ahem. It is just a wedding, that is all. It is not like we are signing a marriage certificate. Mom, think about it. I am doing this to save some face. I want to show everyone that the old Lin He is dead and gone. Hearing this, your mother Ning Ru looked at you and nodded. That is a fair point, I suppose. Just do not go around saying you love her, or anything like that. Before she could finish, you grinned and cut in. Hee hee. My genius brain clearly takes after you, Mom. Why would I do something so stupid? After solving that, my mother spoke up again. Son, I have some good news for you. What kind of good news? Has the island nation been wiped off the map? Not yet. I have found you 2 fiancés. Fiancés, and there are 2 of them. That is right. 2. One is the saintess of the current divine palace. The other is the daughter of the Lord of Dragon City. Demons are running rampant, and the world is being invaded. Yet the influence of the divine palace keeps expanding. If we want to maintain our family status, the most direct method is through marriage alliances. Just then, the system chime sounded as well. Option 1, reject the mother's arranged marriage. Reward, Demon Converted Divine Level Technique Evil Ward Sword Sutra. Option 2, accept the mother's arranged marriage. Reward, Super Divine Level Body Refining Technique Dragon Elephant Prajna. Starting off with 4 goddess level fiancés. Does that even need thinking? I will take them all. Subsequently, you firmly replied to your mother. It is my lucky day. Bring them on. I can handle as many as you can find. Hearing this, mother just rolled her eyes. You little brat, you are exactly like your father. I will tell your grandfather then. By the way, there is a birthday banquet at the Huang family tonight. If you are free, go take a look. Our family has a lot of investments in Kuohai City. After leaving the estate, you ordered your men to investigate all information regarding the Huang family and that son of destiny, Yifan. Immediately, you felt something was missing. How could I, a young marshal, be without a secretary? You then headed off to Kuohai University to recruit one, a custom-made Rolls-Royce motorcade. You arrived at Kuohai University in a high-profile manner. The gatekeepers recognized recognized your motorcade and did not even dare to block it. How did he get in? Didn't you say outsiders are not allowed inside? The gatekeeper stared at the man who had been stopped, speechless. He is in a Rolls-Royce. You are driving a Mazda. Do you think you are worthy to be compared? Afterwards, he scurried over to open the car door for you personally. Your high-profile arrival quickly attracted a crowd of curious students. Upon arriving, you reviewed the basic status of this world. Divine power is divided into several tiers. To get into Kuo High University, you need at least a B+ talent. The top students are usually around S rank. Only a handful are SS rank or above. The entire Kuo High University only has 2 S+ students. After getting out of the car, you displayed the pre-edited recruitment ad, projecting an image via your phone. Recruiting a secretary for Kuo High University. Is he kidding? It is clear that these people have an extremely bad impression of you. You felt a bit helpless about this. The original body's deeply rooted reputation of being a scumbag is not something that can be changed overnight. However, that disdain was soon overshadowed by your advertisement. Recruiting civil servants with a rank talent or above. Monthly salary of over 10 million, must be a campus beauty or better. The recruitment ad was very simple, but it soon caused a massive stir. Even after graduating, those with civil service powers are prime targets for all major corporations. Those renowned for martial might mainly join the military, followed by security firms or mercenary groups. Some also form their own squads, heading outside the city to hunt demons for rewards. And a rank civil servant earns about 1 million a month. You are offering 10 million right off the bat, plus additional monthly bonuses, and covering all cultivation resources. The already excited students immediately had people stepping up to try. Young Master Lin, can you see if I am eligible? A holographic projection instantly appeared above the girl's palm, displaying all her achievements and talents. Tian Shuixing, a grade spirit talent with the ability to guard, winner of the Kuo High City Top 10 Student Award. Also, one of the finance department's beauties. You took one look and shook your head slightly. An A-grade spirit power is just too mediocre. Even the star student Shuixing was turned down. She is someone even the Beiheng group is fighting over. But given the millions in monthly salary and full resource access, the strict terms are understandable. After that, you waited half an hour. The relatively popular beauties from several different departments all came to try out. Unfortunately, none of them satisfied you. Then you raised the monthly pay to 30 million, plus top-tier cultivation resources within the same realm. Your young master, will wait 5 more minutes. Meanwhile, your private investigators reported back, sending information about the Huang family and Yi Fan to your phone. Yi Fan, a student at Kuo High No. 1 high school, studied under the Pyomiao Taoist Mountains. He also has 2 senior sisters. One is the leader of the Kuo High gold-rated mercenary group, the Fire Phoenix mercenary group. As for the other, her identity has not been uncovered yet. At the same time, a piece of hidden information caught your attention. 3 days ago, Yi Fan happened to be there when Huang Qingsheng had a medical emergency. He treated him just in time and saved his life. At the same time, he received an invitation from Huang Wei. Huang Qingsheng is Huang Hui's grandfather. He is the father of the current city lord and a former city lord himself. In his prime, he was one of the 3 great pillars of the Long Kingdom. Just as you were pondering, a wave of fragrant perfume hit you. Hello, I am here for the job. You cast your thoughts aside and looked at the woman in front of you. Shen Fanshuang's face, white as jade, was crystal clear. She looked as if she were carved from the finest gemstone. Even you felt a tinge of excitement. Your pulse quickened slightly as you checked the woman's information. Shen Fanshuang, SS grade spirit talent, apprentice of Shangguan Wanner. The information was simple, yet it made you decide immediately. Good, it is you. She is the disciple of the Empress Shangguan Wanner. If she does not satisfy me, no one will. Seeing this, the male students standing nearby sighed in disappointment. Why would our campus goddess Shen take a job as Lin He's secretary? As the saying goes, if there is work, the secretary does it. If there is no work, well, do you think our goddess Shen will eventually stop dreaming? Definitely. My heart is shattered. I might as well die. With a name like Shen Fanshuang, she is incredibly famous throughout the entire Long Kingdom. She could have chosen so many better paths. Nobody knows why she chose to be your secretary. Even she herself does not know. Regardless, you had the contract ready and signed it without hesitation. Seeing Shen Fanshuang sign the contract, you let out a huge sigh of relief. Then you instructed her. From now on, I will call you Fanshuang. You will call me Xiao Shuai. just as you were admiring Shen Fanshuang's stunning beauty. Shen Fanshuang was also sizing you up. A moment later, you took Shen Fanshuang and got into the car. You floored the accelerator and left Kuohai University. Kuohai University only has one campus goddess, and that is Shen Fanshuang, who is currently sitting next to Lin He, a top-tier catch who possesses both beauty and talent. Since she is your secretary now, you did not hide anything. You pulled out a file and handed it to Shen Fanshuang. Take a look at this information. Firstly, this Yi Fan is my enemy. Secondly, I am getting married tomorrow. I have received solid intel that Yi Fan is definitely coming to crash the engagement. There is a hint of surprise in Shen Fanshuang's eyes as she looks at you. This man is nothing like the rumors say. She immediately starts analyzing the situation for you. He will be at the Lu residence tonight. If you, Xiao Shuai, want to target Yi Fan, the first step is to let the Huang family distance themselves from Yi Fan or even break ties entirely. Furthermore, Xiao Shuai, did not you say you intended to force Lu Qingwan into marriage? Isn't there also a potential enemy, Wang Teng, from the Wang family? Exactly. So tells me, how should we handle this? Why do people like Liu Bei or Cao Cao thirst so desperately for talent? From your perspective, it is just that you do not like to overthink, or you prefer not to use your brain for the small stuff. Shen Fanshuang immediately provides her response. Have more men deployed at the Liu residence banquet tonight. Yi Fan will most likely try to sneak in. Next, once we attend the party, we should aim to tear apart the relationship between Yi Fan and the Huang family. Even if we can't completely ruin it, we can at least show an attitude of public hostility toward him. Above all, find Wang Teng and deal with the underlying threat. The reason I hired you as my secretary. First, for the eye candy. Second, for the status. And third, for your competence. Looking at you now, you really are competent. We will do exactly as you suggested. In a blink of an eye, you both arrive at the banquet hall. As soon as you enter, you hear a familiar name. Yi Fan, look where you are. Do you really think you belong here? Security. How is it done? He snuck in without anyone even noticing. The Huang family gala is a gathering of the elite, the creme de la creme of the second-generation, high-status youth in Kuohai City. One of the young masters looks at Yi Fan with eyes full of mockery, but Yi Fan shoots back, I hear a dog barking. Just as Li Washwen is about to belittle Yi Fan, a young man dressed in opulent attire suddenly appears. The surrounding crowd immediately gathers around respectfully. Young Master Huang, today is your coming-of-age ceremony. This is a Bodhi seed I specially acquired for you. It will surely make your innate awakening truly breathtaking. Young Master Huang, this is a blood ginseng that has been growing for 1,000 years. Awakening your martial general spirit will turn your cultivation path into a walk in the park. Seeing this, Li Washwen can't be bothered to argue with Yi Fan anymore, and rushes to present the gift he had long prepared to Huang Wei. Young Master Huang, this is 1,000-year spirit Ganoderma and white jade coral. Sending you these, wishing you total dominance during your awakening. After handing over the gifts and seeing Huang Hui's joy, Li Washwen immediately speaks up. Yi Fan, even though I do not know how you managed to sneak in, you could not possibly have come empty-handed, right? Or do you just have no respect for young Master Huang? Hearing these words laced with traps, Yi Fan wishes he could slap Li Washwen to death right now. He then notices all the young masters around him, looking at him with mockery or pure curiosity. Just as he is about to pull out the medicinal herbs he prepared, someone suddenly exclaims, Xiao Shuai is here. Is that Shen Fanshuang by his side? Why is she with Lin He? Meanwhile, you are dressed in high-end couture, with a smile that looks like a CEO's typical arrogance. As for Shen Fanshuang beside you, wearing a perfectly tailored white shirt, her perfect curves accentuated in all the right places. Everyone's here. Earlier today, following Shen Fanshuang's analysis, you decided to temporarily spare Lu Qingwan. So at this moment, this woman is here as well. Other than her, the one you care about most is a young man wearing flip-flops. Such a sloppy and unkempt outfit. Only Yi Fan would dare to show up like that. The moment you spot him, the system chimes. Option 1, ignore Yi Fan and give Huang Wei a birthday gift. Reward, sky breathing technique and 3 heavenly spring pills. Option 2, humiliate Yi Fan, comfort Huang Wei, then give the gift. Reward, Heart of Heaven breathing technique and 3 heavenly spring pills. Ignoring him, how boring. I will definitely choose to humiliate him. Then you looked at Yi Fan and said, we all dressed up for this banquet. Are you showing no respect for little Wei? Or do you look down on the Huang family? I heard you like Lu Qingwan. She and I are getting married tomorrow. Make sure you come. The next second, the system reacted. Host, you are really pushing it, are not you? Publicly crushing the destiny-chosen protagonist, Yi Fan, awarded 500 villain points. Obtained Heart of Heaven breathing technique and and 3 heavenly spring pills. Congratulations, host. You have triggered a villain critical strike. Obtained the 5,000-year-old ancient heavenly silkworm inner armor. Hearing this, Huang Wei felt quite uneasy. Yi Fan was actually his guest, but your mockery left him with zero face. It was practically a slap in the face in front of everyone. Meanwhile, Yi Fan was suppressing his inner rage. Ignoring your attack, you took out a pill. Brother Huang, I did not even want to come here in the first place. I only came out of concern for old Master Huang's health. You must make sure he takes this pill. It can alleviate his condition for at least 3 months. At this point, Li Xuanxu was the first to jump out, saying, You dare call a piece of candy a medicinal pill, and you are insisting old Master Huang eat it. If something happens to him after he eats it, even wiping out your whole family would not be enough. Hearing this, Huang Hui's face darkened instantly. You threw the 1,000-year-old Ganoderma you had just received back at Li Xuanxu. Young Master Li, please leave. I do not welcome any guests who disrespect Yi Fan. Oh, does that include yours truly? Perhaps becoming friends with the Huang family is the right move, but I can't stand your short-tempered attitude. That statement from Huang Wei was not just for Li Xuanxu. It was also a subtle jab at you. Huang Wei never expected that you, usually so cowardly, would be so tough today. This, of course not, but what if I really am being disrespectful to Yi Fan? Hearing this, Lu Qingwan, who was standing to the side, could not hold back anymore. Lin He, stop being so unreasonable. Haven't you embarrassed yourself enough? But just as she finished speaking, on her delicate face, a red slap mark appeared. Yi Fan, seeing this, could not hold back and was about to attack you. But just as he started to move, he was instantly suppressed from a distance by Shen Fanshuang, who was beside you. He was pinned to the ground, full of rage and unwillingness. Although Shen Fanshuang awakened the spirit of a scholar, there is a difference between immortals and mortals. It is quite easy for her to suppress Yi Fan. Little Wei, if you know what is good for you, take this heavenly spring pill. I do not think I need to introduce its benefits, right? Then you tossed a small bottle to Huang Wei. Huang Wei hurriedly opened it. After seeing the green pill inside, his body could not stop trembling with excitement. Young Master Lin, take it, and you will recover immediately. Trust the medical saint. What needed to be done is already finished. A minor figure like Huang Wei counts for nothing. If I can cure the old master, the entire Huang family will owe me a massive favor. After saying that, you immediately hoisted Lu Qingwan up. Supporting her waist with one hand, you turned your head, took a cigarette and bowed slightly. Seeing this, Shen Fanshuang tactfully lit it for you. After exhaling a puff of white smoke, you announced to the crowd, My wedding to both of them is tomorrow. Everyone is welcome. The wedding. Young Master Lin is really going for it. I actually thought he was just suppressing the Lu family. Lu Qingwan and Lin Wanrong too. Just the thought of it. Tisk tisk tisk. Speaking of Lin Wanrong, young Master Wang said specifically 2 days ago that nobody is allowed to make a move on her. This young Master Lin is really slapping him in the face, showing absolutely no mercy. Wang Teng could only clench his fists at this moment, staring daggers at your receding silhouette. Clutching the bottle in his hands, he rushed into the house. He did not pay any attention to Yi Fan, who was still groveling on the floor. The pill in his hand held the entire fate of the Huang family. His feelings were extremely complex. Though there was animosity, it was full of gratitude toward you. Yi Fan, who was so fiercely protected by the senior sister just a moment ago, was already completely ignored. Seeing this, Li Washun pointed at Yi Fan's face and sneered. How did this kid even manage to sneak in? And he actually offended young Master Lin. He is begging for death. PTU. He spat a mouthful of saliva onto Yi Fan. Yi Fan wiped the spit off his face and left the Huang family courtyard. Upon returning home, Yi Fan recounted everything exactly as it happened to his 7 senior sisters. This woman is Huo Feng, leader of the mercenary group. You want to use Fire Ron. Huo Feng looked at the eyes of her junior brother, Yi Fan, which were filled with bloodshot veins. I am going to the Lu family. Kuo-Hai City is huge, but these social circles are tiny. Everything that happened tonight, Huo Feng already knows. She could only respect her junior brother's choice. She then took out the Fire Ron secret manual and said heavily, Take it. Remember your choice. No matter what the outcome is this time, you have to pay the price yourself. Looking at the red arrow in his hand, Yi Fan nodded heavily. That look Lu Qingwan had when you carried her away. He just can't forget. He absolutely has to save her. Tomorrow is the day of your wedding. At most, there will be a few guards stationed at the Lu residence today. It is definitely the perfect opportunity for a surprise attack. If something happens to me this time, please tell the master, senior sister, this unfilial disciple. Leaving that last sentence behind, Yi Fan stormed off, filled with murderous intent. He hailed a cab, and soon arrived near the Lu residence. He took a deep breath to keep himself calm, lurking outside the Lu estate, waiting for the right moment. Just then, Lu Qingwan's voice came from inside the house. Lin He, how much longer are you going to keep this up? Put me down this instant. You arrived in the main hall and right in front of her mother, Lin Wanyue. You threw Lu Qingwan directly onto the floor. This woman is perfectly built, a natural, seductive physique. You remember, flirtatious, treacherous, wild, and reckless, but never ugly. Lu Qingwan is absolutely a temptress script character, born a commoner, later soaring to the skies because of her original self. Lin He, you hurt me. You did not care and said coldly. Care to explain what is up with Yi Fen? You cast an indifferent glance at Lin Wanyue. At this moment, the mother-in-law already lost the arrogance she had before, quietly acting like a coward. Pour me a glass of water. Hearing this, Lin Wanyue nudged her niece Lin Wanrong, who was standing nearby. Why do not you hurry up and pour a drink for little He? You understood the situation in a single glance. Lu Qingwan's status in the Lu family is obviously very low. She is practically treated like a servant. She is even wearing an apron right now. Clearly, she was just cooking. Watching this, you feel a slight stir in your heart. In the entire Lu family, only Lu Qingwan knows how to show me some respect. Suddenly, the system voice chimed in again. Option 1, ignore the Lu family chaos and continue disciplining Lu Qingwan. Reward, a limited edition Rolls-Royce Tianying. Option 2, even if Lu Qingwan is a servant, she is still your wife. Does mere Lin Yu deserve to order her around? Humiliate Lin Yu and Lu Qingwan. Reward, a limited edition Bugatti Moon Knight. Hearing this, you chose option 2 without hesitation. Then you called out to Lin Yu. You looked at the mother-in-law nearby and said, "You, go and pour the water." Lin Yu was stunned for a moment, but eventually obeyed. Just then, Lu Qingwan could not watch any longer. Lin He, what right do you have to make my mom pour your water? But she was met with a slap from you. Lu Qingwan immediately shut her mouth. Afterwards, you asked her, do you think, when will Yi Fan die? Hearing that you wanted to kill Yi Fan, her delicate body could not stop trembling. What are you trying to do? Yi Fan was her moonlight, her ideal. Even with your many skills and immense power, he was nowhere near being your match. And you just replied with an evil smirk. If you want him to live, use every trick in the book. Make sure I feel entertained. Hearing this, Lu Qingwan compromised. She hurriedly crawled toward you from where she knelt on the floor. She reached out to grab your arm. Her once dignified and beautiful eyes were now filled with glistening tears, looking quite alluring. Meanwhile outside, Yi Fam had just regained his composure. He had just sneaked into the Lu residence when he heard a round of applause. Soon, he realized what you were doing. Even the most stable man could not hold back his anger at this point. Trying to make me a cuckold. You are human, and I am too. I have got nothing to lose. Worst case, we go down together. Just as he jumped through the window, taking out his fire rainbow, ready to drag you away. An icy aura instantly locked onto him. He was frozen in place, completely unable to move. Next, a massive force struck him. Yi Fan instantly passed out. When he opened his eyes again, he was completely stunned. Big sister. He saw that before him, not only was there Lu Qingwan, whom he meant to rescue, but also someone he never expected to see. Fire Phoenix mercenary group leader, Fire Phoenix, his always fierce and overbearing big sister, was currently kneeling in front of you. Yi Fan was completely dumbfounded. What on earth is going on here? Didn't I just charge in here ready to fight Lin He to the death? What happened? I played the hero for ages, just to attack, only to be ambushed by someone even more hidden. Lin He, if you are a man, let Qingwan and big sister go. You, sitting on the sofa, looked over to Lu Qingwan and asked, tell him, am I a man or not? After stumbling over her words for quite a while, Lu Qingwan blushed and said, yes, you are a man. That is enough then. At this moment, Yi Fan was tied up tightly, kneeling on the floor. He was beyond furious. Just then, the long silent senior sister suddenly replied, stop it. I promise you. Let him go. Yi Fan was stunned. Senior sister, what did you promise him? Just as he struggled to get up, a guard stepped up and kicked him back down. Meanwhile, Huo Feng could only bite her lip and glare at you. Though she felt nothing but deep resentment, she had no choice but to concede. Let Yi Fan go. I promise you. Hearing this, you grinned without explanation, and commanded the soldier nearby, throw Yi Fan out. I am in the mood for a good meal now. The guard immediately understood the order, and promptly dumped Yi Fan onto the street. At the same time, the system voice echoed again. Ding. Host, you have truly fulfilled your role as the god of villains. Villain points gained, 2000. Obtained ancient item, human emperor seal. Obtained ancient technique, yin-yang longevity technique. The reason you did not kill Yi Fan right away is that you know behind him there is a more mysterious second senior sister and a master of unfathomable power. It is not that you are afraid. it is mainly because Yi Fan dared to steal your woman. In the old days, he would have been wiped out 9 generations deep. But this is the modern era now. As long as I snatch every woman Yi Fan likes and respects, that is punishment enough. Afterward, you turned your head and teased Huo Feng. I hope you can entertain me well tomorrow. The day after is the time for awakening the divine soul. I must finish my first main mission by tomorrow to obtain the super god level divine power reward. You are truly feeling expectant. But now, looking at the woman in the crimson dress before you, whose high heels have been kicked somewhere during your tussle, let us continue practicing the yin-yang grand Tao. Half a day later, looking at Huo Feng, who was gritting her teeth on the side, you wore a perfectly innocent smile. Let us take a break. After that, you carefully felt the changes within your body. Nourished by the yin-yang longevity technique, you have now entered the path of cultivation early. The human emperor's seal. What a treasure. Do I have to keep laughing like this in the future? You said that and smirked at Huo Feng. Meanwhile, Yi Fan, who had been tossed out of the Lu family residence, was filled with humiliation and rage. Just the thought of Lu Qingwan, and even his senior sister, being with you right now, made his blood boil. Yet he could only stand there and roar in helpless fury. Tomorrow will be your wedding, and it will also be your funeral date. Just then his phone suddenly chimed. He took it out and saw a message from senior sister. His face lit up instantly. Could it be that she escaped? Senior sister is so strong, and she even possesses ancient treasures. She only let me out as a ploy to stall for time. She must have escaped easily once she did not have me holding her back. He then hurriedly answered the call. Hello, senior sister, have you escaped? Huff, I am out. You little junior brother. But the voice answering him was not senior sister. It was the voice of a man he hated to his bones, coming from the other end of the line, along with senior sister's clearly delirious, faint whimpering. In an instant, Yi Fan's face turned green. In a fit of rage, he smashed his phone. That rush of excitement just now, gone in a heartbeat. And you just finished your workout. Sitting down in the living room. Beside you, Shen Fanshuang is dressed in her professional attire. Everything is perfect tonight. The Huang family has already called. The old man of the Huang family has fully recovered. Xiao Shuai, how did you pull that off? And you replied calmly, there are no miracles where I am concerned. The Huang family issue is sorted. Yi Fan is next on the menu. Let us see if he can bring out his second senior sister, or even that mysterious master of his. Tomorrow. Hearing this, Shen Fanshuang just shrugged it off. Xiao Shuai, you really do not need to worry about those two. Our current focus is the awakening ceremony. Fair point. Fanshuang, how did you awaken originally? After you got more acquainted, you realized Shen Fanshuang was 3 years your senior. Calling her Jia makes things feel a bit closer. Well, I went through the awakening stone. Then you see all these illusory scenes. First, you see a sky full of stars, and in an instant, you are sucked into one of those stars. Afterward, he appears behind you, massaging your head with meticulous care. You can't help but remark to her, Fanshuang, I only intended to hire a regular secretary. I never expected to find you. I guess I just got lucky. Shen Fanshuang looked at you with a mix of helplessness and amusement. Xiao Shuai, that is the 5th time you have said that today. I was actually hesitant to come work for Lin, he at first, but now I find it is not bad at all. In fact, it is quite good. You are not just trying to win people over. You truly treasure Shen Fanshuang. Her mastery of the arts goes without saying, which makes you completely stop overthinking. To outsiders, she looks cold and aloof, but in reality, she is like a warm, thoughtful older sister next door. Then, changing the subject, Shen Fanshuang got down to business. The situation with the Lu family has been cleared up. Although Lin Weining is Lin Wanyu's younger sister, and Lu Qingwan's aunt, her status in the Lu family is basically that of a servant. She does all the laundry and cooking, and was even used as a bargaining chip to be pushed onto Wang Tang. The Wang Group's market value is roughly a few billion. There is also an uncle at home, commanding a legion of 10,000 men. As for information on Yi Fan, we have not tracked anything down yet. I suspect that mysterious second senior sister should have already arrived in Kuohai City. All these details now confirm it, Xiao Shuai. Your previous guess was spot on. Yi Fan is definitely going to crash the wedding tomorrow, and might even use some underhanded tactics, or perhaps orchestrate an inside job on site. As it stands, the Huang family is a possible target. I suggest you have the elders contact the Huang family. Establish a rapport first, so we can be prepared. Meanwhile, you calmly sip your 3 million per ounce tea. I am putting my guard team under your command. Besides that, I will have an S-rank martial sovereign, a spirit-bonded warrior, with a perfect synchronization rate, presiding over the security. The power of the awakened spirit determines the limit of one's combat strength. An S-rank spirit with a 90% synchronization rate. You could count those on one hand across the entire Long Kingdom. Each one is a human nuke. They are usually the trump cards guarding key military strongholds. And only you have the pull. To summon such a person just to guard a wedding. Is such a simple wedding worth all these heavy hitters? What if it were Xiao Shuai's own wedding? Then my grandfather would definitely be here. Shen Fanshuang suddenly tapped your head and laughed helplessly, almost forgetting all that the Liu family has done. You are not worthy of my protection either. The day has cooled. It is time for the Liu family to go bankrupt. To think that as the son of the richest man, I ended up being the biggest simp in the Long Kingdom, getting played by a woman from the slums. Even thinking about it is unbearable. You must change everything about the past. Shen Fanshuang silently noted this down and acknowledged it. Once your abilities are proven, I will promote you from secretary to personal secretary and chief of staff. As Cao Cao would say, trust those you employ. When morning broke the next day, the first news to hit the Kuo-Hai city elites was not about your wedding, but the bankruptcy of the Liu family. The Liu family holds a rather unique position in Kuo-Hai city. Clearly lacking deep roots, they still managed to get involved in the most lucrative real estate deals. In just 2 years, their net worth skyrocketed from millions to billions. But just when everything seemed set in stone, the news of their bankruptcy hit like a bolt from the blue. Numerous elites scrambled to investigate the cause. Was it that someone did not know the Liu family was under the Lin family's protection? Or were some factions finally ready to move against the Lin family? What? Lin he made the move. Those who found out gasped in shock. The feeling was just like searching for your phone for ages, only to realize it has been in your hand the whole time. It was both out of expectations and within logical reason. What kind of custom is this? Driving your prospective mother-in-law to bankruptcy on your wedding day, demanding too much for the dowry. The deal's off. So are they getting married or not? With things this messy, bridges have clearly been burned, ruined in a single night. But amidst their confusion, a new piece of information arrived. Lin he is getting married. The ceremony starts at 9. Wait, what? You break the in-laws and still go through with the wedding. At this moment, you are driving a Bugatti Chiron, a limited edition Moon Shadow model, arriving at the Liu residence. Besides this Bugatti, there are dozens of Rolls-Royces trailing behind you. Liu Qingwan, who had not slept a wink at the Liu family home, was already in her wedding dress, fully made up, waiting. Beside her stood her mother, dressed in a red kipao. Am I beautiful? Lin he. At this moment, you are standing before her, still as arrogant as a white swan. Although there have been some misunderstandings between us, I believe that as long as you mend your ways. But before she could finish, you turned your head toward Lin Wanyan. She was wearing a black wedding dress that hugged her frame, both gentle, mature, and subtle. Her dark hair caught the occasional breeze, swaying slightly with her skirt, ignoring the delusional Liu Qingwan. You walked up to Lin Wanyan and said gently, "You look stunning." Lin Wanyan was stunned, then lowered her head coyly. That girlish charm was utterly captivating to any man. But soon you asked, feeling puzzled, "Why are you wearing a black wedding dress?" And she explained to you with a gentle smile, "I have heard that a black wedding dress represents eternal loyalty. I know my status is humble. Perhaps I am just a whim of yours to have reached today, but I am willing to serve you forever." Hearing this, you nodded in silence. You took Lin Wanyan by the hand and got into the Bugatti. This time Liu Qingwan panicked. "Hey, what about me?" Shen Fanshuang said coldly. "The Bugatti only has one passenger seat. As for you, get in the back." Hearing this, Liu Wanyue on the side was displeased. "Today, my daughter is the main character. Why did you let her sit in little Hia's car? She is nothing but a pathetic dowry filler." Hearing this, you turned to him with a sneer. "Know your place. Today, you, Liu Qing, your daughter, is the only one fit to be the dowry filler. If today was not a day of celebration for me, I would have slapped that arrogant face of yours already." After getting in, you even buckled Lin Wanying's seatbelt yourself. Honestly, this car does not even need a seatbelt. Even if we crashed at top speed, not a single soul inside would get a scratch. Lin Wanying, who was treated like a servant at the Liu household, was shocked to suddenly be treated with such care, and coming from someone of your status, no less. Overwhelmed and emotional, sparkling tears welled up in her eyes instantly, reflecting a myriad of dazzling, breathtaking colors. A special day indeed. You reached out and gently wiped her tears away. When you went to the Liu family front door the other day, nobody opened it. Only she rushed over to welcome you. For that alone, you owe her. It is not that. I am just too overwhelmed, too happy, just because of this tiny, insignificant gesture. Lin Wanying had completely surrendered her heart to you. Behind you, Liu Qingwan and Lin Wanyue reluctantly got into the Rolls-Royce. The procession pulled away from the Liu estate in grand fashion, heading straight for the Lin family manor. every time you shifted gears along the way. With just a slight movement of your hand, Lin Weining would adorably shift her legs closer to you. You acted oblivious, though you did not reach out to touch. Hey, behave, I am driving. Safety first. I heard men like it when women take the initiative. Do you like it? Looking into those moist, expectant and bashful eyes, you had no doubts. If you just said you did not like it, she would probably burst into tears right there. I like it. Then you switched from manual to automatic mode. Not to mention the beast enhancement levels. But the quality of these silk stockings is top tier, much smoother than in my past life. As the grand procession reached the mountain peak, the summit was already crowded with the Kuohai city aristocracy, surrounded by warriors in sleek black armor from the Great Wall garrison. This is a military unit that answers directly to your grandfather. You pulled back your wandering hand and whispered to her, "Stay put. I will open the door for you." Lin Weining waved her hands frantically upon hearing that. "No, I can feel your kindness, Xiao Shuai, but I am not worthy of you lowering your status to do this for me. It will just give those people a reason to judge you. Just sit still. Stop looking down on yourself." Lin He, why should you care about anyone else's opinion? You said dominantly before opening the door and getting out. Amidst the shocked and mocking gazes of the crowd, you walked to the passenger side and opened the door. Holding Lin Wanying's hand, you helped her out. Seeing this, many of the elites said nothing. After all, Lin He's reputation for womanizing is legendary. Opening a door for a commoner girl is hardly surprising. Watching you open the door for Lin Weining, Lu Qingwan sat quietly in the car, waiting for you to come over and do the same for her. Shen Fanshuang, sitting in the passenger seat, seeing this, coldly countered, "Stop dreaming, get out yourself and follow behind." On what grounds? I want him to open the door for me. With so many people watching, including those high-born princesses she used to look down upon, she could not bear the humiliation of letting herself out. Shen Fanshuang did not even bother to argue. She simply pulled out her phone and made 7 calls. "Hey, cut off Lu Mingwei's pinky finger right now. Stop. Don't." As Lu Qingwan waved her hand, her father's agonizing screams already echoed through the phone. Shen Fanshuang remained silent. She simply held up 3 fingers and lowered them one by one. She realized you were counting down from 3. Seeing this, Lu Qingwan hurriedly opened the car door and stepped out. She scuttled over and followed obediently behind you. What about me? Lin Yiyue was terrified. Gone was her previous haughty demeanor. Shen Fanshuang, sitting in the passenger seat, ordered coldly, "Go straighten Lin Wanying's dress train." "What? Even if you kill Lu Mingwei, I am still not fixing her dress." "Fine, then I will have Lu Qingwan do it." "No, I will do it." "Fine, I will do it, alright." Lin Yiyue obediently got out of the car, dashed over in her high heels to Lin Weining, and straightened her dress train. Lin Weining was clearly stunned. She soon realized it was the man beside her who had orchestrated it. She felt a sweet surge of warmth in her heart. At the same time, she started recalling the tricks she had stayed up all night researching to please her boyfriend. At this moment, the guards and maids on the mountain peak shouted in unison, "Congratulations to the young marshal on your wedding." Suddenly, a chubby guy ran over. "Congrats, brother Lin. I secretly swiped this wolf fang from my old man's collection." The chubby guy was the original owner's best buddy, and his only sincere friend. You patted the chubby guy on the shoulder, just about to say something, when he blurted out, "Are you going to use it?" "Brother Lin, you would not, would you? The rumors are actually true." Noticing the chubby guy's gaze shifting behind you, you turned around with a puzzled expression. "You really are my brother. You have not even started at Kuohai University yet, and you have already bagged the campus queen." Meanwhile, Shen Fanshuang was looking elegant as ever in her suit. Wearing gold-rimmed glasses, her poised demeanor exuded a hint of repressed allure. With her black leather heels clicking, she approached you. Speaking respectfully, young marshal, "Everything is set." "Good. Get ready. Let us start. The most important parts of a wedding are the pranks and the banquet. Since you do not like wedding pranks, we will just stick to the banquet." The chubby guy's eyes popped out upon hearing this. He then leered and said, "Help me ask if our school beauty has any single girlfriends." Hearing that, you kicked him. Get lost. Though chubby, he was remarkably agile, twisting his waist to dodge. He looked like a born prima ballerina. Afterward, you carefully put away the wolf fang. This wolf fang was an incredibly precious artifact. They say it is the only one from a demon emperor, Tier Black Wolf. If the chubby guy got caught stealing it, he would be in for a savage beating, and his whole family might even get involved. Soon, you were greeted by crowds of sycophants. Amidst the cheers and well wishes, a young man quietly arrived at the summit, hiding among the crowd. Lin He, this is your final day. Yi Fan, hiding in the crowd, did not draw anyone's attention. He looked like an ordinary guest. As everyone took their seats, the wedding was about to begin. According to tradition, standing beside Lin Weining were Lu Qingwan and Lin Yu. She had to personally hand her daughter and younger sister to you. It is my first time seeing a wedding like this. Pretty interesting. Is that Lu Qingwan? No wonder young Master Lin has been obsessed for so many years. She really is drop-dead gorgeous. I would say her mother still has some charm. Heh. Great minds think alike. Rumor has it that is Lin Wanyue over there. Didn't Wang Teng make a public declaration 2 days ago that Lin Wanyue was already his? Wang Teng says what Wang Teng wants, but does he really think he can boss young Master Lin around? The atmosphere at the scene was lively, but it was a bit quiet on the wedding stage. Lu Qingwan in her veil kept looking around, as if she were searching for someone. Lin Wanyue, on the other hand, kept her head down the whole time, only occasionally glancing up at you. Elsewhere, Shen Fanshuang was reporting information to you at every moment. Yi Fan was under control. His second senior sister had also been found. However, that mysterious master was still unaccounted for, possibly hiding in the shadows, or perhaps not having arrived. Through a special telepathic transmission, the fireworks set up all around suddenly soared into the sky. The loud, heart-shaking sound of celebratory firecrackers was incessant, pushing the already lively atmosphere once again to a new climax. Congratulations. Truly enviable, indeed. A talented man and a beautiful woman. What a perfect match. Simply a match made in heaven. Amidst the well wishes from the surrounding guests, Lin Wanyue, wearing a kipao and high heels, took Lu Qingwan and Lin Wanyue by the hand and walked towards you. At this moment everyone's gaze was fixed on the bride and groom. The atmosphere was incredibly joyous. Yi Fan also silently approached the edge of the stage, his eyes devoid of any emotion, pretending to look around aimlessly at Lu Qingwan and you. His palm quietly gripped a thin black needle. This was his last hidden weapon, with immense lethality. The plan was all set, to launch a sneak attack to kill Lin He, and then immediately take Lu Qingwan and escape. His second senior sister would create a distraction at the same time, while his master would ensure the plan went smoothly. Everything was going according to plan. Now he was just waiting for the first step, waiting for Lin He to enter his attack range. But he never thought you would just stand there in place, without moving at all. If you do not move, then he has to move. He quietly shifted his position, getting a little closer to you. At this time, Lin Wanyue, having led the two ladies, had also arrived in front of you. Lu Qingwan, proud and noble, still looked cold. Lin Wanyue wore a black wedding dress. Even though she was still a young girl, she radiated the allure of a maturer woman. Just as you reached out to hold Lin Wanyu's hand, a flash of icy killing intent appeared in Yi Fan's eyes. The thin black needle in his hand flew out instantly. At that very same moment, an aged man with white hair appeared in front of you, pinching the black needle that had just flown out between his index and thumb. There is an assassin. Who is daring enough to do this? Damn, he is bold. He actually dared to assassinate Lin He. This is going to shake the whole nation. If you want to die, do not drag me into it. The many guests who were originally congratulating you were shocked to see Yi Fan use a hidden weapon for an assassination. They shouted out in alarm and panic. Then everyone heard a single word: die. Shortly after, you felt a gust of cold wind, so strong it made the very air tremble. Immediately, you saw a woman wrapped entirely in black leather. Just then, the system beeped. Name: Han Yu. Talent: S-grade manipulation of the God of Souls. God-soul compatibility, 80%. Manipulation. This person is a legendary assassin in history. However, under the protection of a master with full compatibility, Hanyu's attacks were completely useless. They were blocked instantly. The reinforcements from behind swarmed in to surround them. Shen Fanshuang also clicked her heels and hurried over to your side. Xiao Shuai, are you all right? You waved your hand. I am fine. Take them away. Yi Fan was already under control. The assassin who sought a fatal strike could only surrender meekly after the failure. Yet your heart felt somewhat uneasy, even beating faster and faster. You were baffled by this sudden sensation. Could it be that some terrifying master is backing her? Just then, the system notification chimed. Ding. Congratulations, host. Mission accomplished. Obtained. Power of the Super God Tier Spirit. Obtain 1 Super God Tier Spirit Beast. Completing the mission let you heave a sigh of relief. Tomorrow's awakening ceremony should have no issues now, but right then your heart raced even faster, forcing you to start panting uncontrollably. Shen Fanshuang noticed this next to you, thinking you were just startled, and gently patted your back. The old man, having gathered all the information, kept a close watch on your sides without a moment's rest. Soon, he sensed a ripple in the void. A powerful aura made him frown, and he hurriedly said, Xiao Shuai, be careful. beautiful. I am no match for this person. Immediately, the entire mountaintop in a flash became like the frozen lands of the North Pole. A woman in a snow-white dress appeared in the void, before everyone's eyes. To protect you, the old man had not been paying attention to Yi Fan, which resulted in the woman whisking Yi Fan away into thin air. However, since Han Yu had already been brought behind you, she was not taken away. Seeing this, the white-haired old man instantly produced an iron hammer and charged straight at the woman. Protect Xiao Shuai. Numerous female guards immediately circled around you, and Shen Fanshuang for protection. Circles of energy rippled outwards, facing the old man's sudden strike. The icy fairy-like woman extended her crystal-clear hand, and an ice wall appeared in front of her instantly, but it was merely for a moment, before being shattered by the old man's hammer. You meanwhile grabbed Hanyu and pulled her to your front, drawing a dagger from one of your guards, holding it right against Hanyu's throat. Your apprentice is in my hands. I can kill her at any moment. No. Kneel down and surrender. Why did I let Yi Fan live earlier? Isn't it precisely for moments like this? If you want to deal with these protagonists, you have to pull them out by the roots. Exterminating their whole clan is just the start. Whether it is the senior sister, second sister, or even this icy master, I won't let any of them go. However, that cold aura still made you break into a cold sweat. This woman is somewhat terrifying. She could easily turn the world upside down. The scene fell into a tense silence. They all knew that if negotiations failed, a massive battle would erupt. At this moment, the system issued another task. Option 1, Yi Fan's master strength is terrifying. Choose negotiation and voluntarily release Hanyu, using Hua Feng as a bargaining chip to negotiate a truce. Reward 1,000 villain points. And you flatly refused, trying to assassinate me and still want to negotiate. Terrifying strength. Let us just see how terrifying you really are. Option 2, even with Yi Fan's deep background, my teacher's power is unfathomable, yet my villainous heart remains firm. No room for negotiations. Reward 5,000 villain points, and 1 chance for a divine ability draw. Fine, I will go with this one. Angry much? Hey. Even I am getting annoyed now. Trading one for the other is definitely worth it. At the same time, you can clearly feel it. The temperature around us keeps dropping. If it were not for the many female soldiers surrounding us, especially with Shen Fanshuang right there, providing protection through her divine spirit abilities, I am afraid you would have started shivering by now. As you press on firmer, fluid starts to seep from Ling Yu's neck. High above, Zhang Xuanen frowns as she stares at you. This young man is proving to be even tougher than she imagined. Beside them, Yi Fan cannot help but roar. Lin He, I will kill you. You do not even spare him a glance. Trash. Pure top-tier trash talking. You have felt it more than once. This 2-word combo is the greatest invention in this world. Powerless, Zhang Xuanen says indignantly, let her go. You simply repeat, kneel and surrender. You know that is impossible. Then there is nothing more to say. At the same time, your hand grows even more aggressive. Seeing this, Zhang Xuanen furrows her brows. How else can I get you to release her? By now, Ling Yu's head is resting nearly flat on your shoulder. If this continues, death is inevitable. You also know that making this woman kneel is impossible. Plus, the white-haired elder just sent a telepathic message. That woman's strength is immense, perhaps second only to my own grandfather, as expected of the protagonist teacher. Casual, yet she is a hidden master. But I can't just let Ling Yu go either. At that thought, your large hand climbs up the peaks uncontrollably, even through the leather. The special material of the leather feels absolutely perfect. Looking at the ruined wedding venue around us, it looks like a total winter wonderland of ice and snow. Today was supposed to be my wedding day, and Yi Fan is here trying to assassinate me. Do you think he is in the right? Hearing this, Zhang Xuanen can only scoff disdainfully. I will punish him. Is that enough? Zhang Xuanen feels terribly stifled inside, especially watching your large hand all over her own disciple. She could kill you right now, yet you still shake your head. No, you ruined my wedding, so you have to provide me with a new one. Zhang Xuanen is stunned for a moment. She looks at you in utter disbelief. You want me to marry you? The guests around are completely dumbfounded. Even the white-haired elder turns his head in shock, staring at the stranger, Xiao Shuai, while you say calmly, I think it is perfectly reasonable. Since Yi Fan dared to crash my wedding, why can't I forcibly marry Yi Fan's teacher? My dear Ice Queen, I will give you 3 seconds to consider. Oh, that is right. These are photos and some videos of your eldest disciple. Take a look and decide if she should debut or not. I personally think they look pretty good. My photography skills are not bad, right? Then you toss the phone to Zhang Xuanen. Seeing Yi Fan poking his head in, you add one more thing. Don't let Yi Fan see these. After she finishes looking at the photos and videos, Zhang Xuanen's chest begins to heave violently. She truly did not expect expect this. Things would actually reach this point. A friendly reminder. The reason your big disciple is acting this way is entirely to save this loser. Without checking any intel, he just charged in to snatch the bride on the eve of the wedding. Hearing this, Zhang Zuning glared at Yifan indignantly. You have disappointed me deeply. After saying that, Zhang Zuning fixed her beautiful eyes on you and said with a forced sense of duty, I will agree to your terms. Seeing this, Yifan panicked. Master, do not. That is his master, after all. The pure and icy cold Zhang Zuning. Even he only dared to harbor the slightest trace of longing deep within his heart. He never once dared to offend this cold, noble master of his. But now, the master is actually marrying you. What business is it of yours if your master gets married? Do you need her permission even for your own marriage? I see. You do not want to save these two martial sisters of yours, do you? Zhang Zuning looked at you and said indifferently, let them go, and I will give you a wedding ceremony. The guests present were completely stunned. Am I failing to grasp the situation? Weren't they mortal enemies just a moment ago? Were they not going to fight to the death? Why are they getting married now? Envy. This woman. She is even more cold and noble than School Beauty Shen. I still prefer School Beauty Shen though. I believe School Beauty Shen will be even more distinguished in the future. That is the divine power of Shengguan Wan'er after all. Yi Fan was truly beginning to panic. Wasn't I supposed to be the one taking you out this time? Why is Master getting ready to marry Lin? What on earth is going on? Seeing the turn of events, Zhang Zuning replied coldly, let them go. Hearing this, you did not let your guard down. Release those two. What if you break your promise? Zhang Zuning said firmly, I never go back on my word. Good. What about the wedding night? Hearing this, Zhang Zuning's beautiful eyes locked onto you. The guests were stunned by your audacity. Why bring that up immediately after just finishing the talks? Teach me how to do it. Maybe I should start a class and study on my knees. After a long silence, Zhang Xingyue parted her red lips and repeated again, I never go back on my word. In the blink of an eye, a simple wedding turned into something else entirely. Afterwards you asked in a low voice, can the scene be restored? Looking at the frozen wasteland in front of you, the crowd was shivering uncontrollably. My little guy is about to freeze into a popsicle. No wonder this beauty is called the Ice Queen. Zhang Zuning did not answer you. She looked extremely cold, only her aura seemed slightly calmer. Right then, with a blink of your eyes, the frozen land in front began to thaw. Once the temperature returned to normal, he made one final request, let them go. You looked at Zhang Zuning ahead, and waved your hand, go. In the end, you did not forget to land a strike on the landmine. It was enough to make Han Yu want to kill you. You then repeated, I, the Xiao Shuai, always keep my promises. After hearing your hint, Zhang Zuning bit her lip and replied, I never go back on my word. Reiterating it now carried a hint of shame and anger. Looking at the bashful expression on Zhang Zuning's face, you nodded in extreme satisfaction. We will talk about the mess later tonight. Let us get the wedding over with first. You turned your head to glance at Yi Fan below the stage, and immediately smiled. Sometimes death is not a punishment, and life is not a reward. Thanks for the 3 beauties you delivered, buddy. Having to watch his beloved master marry his enemy. If it were only myself. Might as well just die already. Meanwhile, Zhang Zuning kept sizing you up. This kid is not even that old, but he sure has plenty of little schemes. Both women had their own charm, and either one alone would have countless people fighting over her. Yet this guy managed to claim them both. Looking at the icy fairy in that snow-white dress, you casually said to change her into a wedding gown. You were genuinely curious what Zhang Zuning would look like in one. Hearing that, Zhang Zuning asked skeptically, you actually have one. This whole marriage happened completely by accident. Could it be that you somehow saw this coming and prepared in advance? She did not buy it for a second, but then she saw the slight curl at the corner of your lips. It is ready. She can change anytime, the moment you decided to force the marriage. Shen Fanshuang had already arranged everything, wedding gowns of every kind, and hearing that left you deeply satisfied. Having a personal secretary like that was straight up priceless. Zhang Zuning still thought you were all talk. A wedding gown is not something you can just whip up, but Shen Fanshuang stunned her with what came next. I have already brought every top wedding gown in the city. Pick whichever one you like. As Shen Fanshuang said that, several figures suddenly appeared in the sky. A few female guards descended, took out several storage rings, and handed them to Shen Fanshuang. After taking them, you walked up to Zhang Zuning. Young Marshal, be careful. The white-haired elder cried out in alarm at once. At that moment, you were already standing right in front of her. If Zhang Zuning had even the slightest thought, she could cut you down on the spot. If that really happened, the white-haired elder would be toast. But you paid it no mind, and casually strolled up to Zhang Zuning. At close range, you looked at the icy fairy before you, and could not help admiring Zhang Zuning for being absolutely flawless. Her icy skin and graceful form outshone every beauty in the mortal world. Those cold eyes of hers held a faint icy blue, clear and bright. But even after you came before Zhang Zuning, she still had no intention of killing you. She even felt that what you were doing was in a way a sign of trust in her, and all of that was exactly what you intended. The system had just rewarded you with a super god tier beast. With a killer trump card like that, you had nothing to fear, even if Zhang Zuning made a move. You were not afraid. Zhang Zuning was not in a rush either, but Yi Fan below the stage had eyes red with fury. Master, quick, grab him. But the master on stage did not move in the slightest. She simply stood there quietly and let you admire her as you pleased, seeing your blazing gaze with zero attempt to hide it. As it lingered on his pure and spotless master, Yi Fan felt hatred boil to the extreme. Back then, whenever he looked at master, he never dared be too direct. He did not even dare raise his head and really look. Every thought had to stay buried deep in his heart. The next moment, he shouted, "As long as you seize him, we can all get out of here. Grab him, and you will not have to marry him under threat." She wavered a little inside. Her disciple Yi Fan did have a point. As long as she captured you and used you as leverage, every problem in front of her would be solved. But she was proud to the point of stubborn obsession. She simply could not bring herself to make that move. The thought had barely surfaced before she crushed it herself. Even though she knew this kind of thinking did not really fit this world, you were waiting too. The moment Zhang Zuning made a move, you could start playing even more tricks. In your eyes, this was way too perfect an opening. No matter how proud Zhang Zuning was, she surely would not let it slip. Shen Fanshuang watched from the side. Both pairs of small hands were clutching their phones tightly. Lu Qingwan and her mother were secretly praying. Grab him. The two of them share exactly the same thought. If there was anyone present here who wanted you dead, more than these two do, it would only be Yi Fan down on the stage. Yet Zhang Xuanning still did not make a move. Everyone at the scene felt a sense of dread. The only ones worried about you are a handful: Shen Fanshuang, Lin Wanrong, and the chubby kid. The rest are just watching for the drama. Amidst the swirling thoughts of the crowd, Zhang Xuanning ultimately decided not to act. "Master, what are you doing? Grab him. My senior sister and I, even you could have just run." Down below, Yi Fan was jumping around in agitation, but no one gave a damn about him. Zhang Xuanning, however, turned a deaf ear and stood perfectly still. "The wedding dress." Then you took out a few storage rings from your sleeve, handed them to Zhang Xuanning and said, "Pick whatever you like." Inside the storage rings were wedding dresses of every style, dazzling to behold. All of them top-tier pieces from across Kuohai City. "I will go change into one. Your eyes are just too intimidating." Zhang Xuanning quickly chose a wedding dress and stepped away on her delicate feet. "Master!" A heart-wrenching scream echoed out. You immediately glanced down at Yi Fan on the platform. That is what you call agonizing despair. At that moment, Yi Fan put on a perfect performance. For you, this wedding is hardly a formal ceremony, and for the Lin family it is even less so. That is why there was not a single elder from the family present. Everyone knew that this wedding was just set up to wipe out your enemies. Feeling satisfied, looking down at Yi Fan, you flashed a wide toothy grin. "I have fulfilled my promise, master." "Oh no, wait. My wifey, I have spared you, and spared your senior sister here as well. I must say, that feels really nice. I really like this outfit. Try to assassinate me again next time. I hope you all can come by tonight. Right. Make sure you bring your second senior sister along. I honestly love this suit." Whether it was Yi Fan or the woman encased in black spandex nearby, everyone was absolutely fuming. The chubby kid down below was vibrating with excitement. "My man, he truly is my boss. What a legend. Back when he was in Kuohai, he was just as much of an outcast as you are." It was not because of his trash tier background. On the contrary, the chubby kid's grandfather is one of the top 3 elders of the Long Kingdom now, having replaced the old man from the Huang family. It was just because the chubby kid himself was too timid. Even with a noble status, he just kept getting bullied in the shadows. Because of an accident, you two became friends. Li Washwen was not holding back at all as she raged at Yi Fan. "Take a look at yourself and your pathetic state. You dare come here to assassinate young Master Lin. Dying is one thing, but now you have dragged your second senior sister into this as well. And even your master is gone. You make me laugh. You really ended up losing the lady and the army this time. You claimed to be a loser before, still acting like you were not. Acting all high and mighty while pretending to be humble. You did not care about me at all. How about now?" Hearing these words, you gave Li Washwen a rather strange look. This girl's attack power is no joke. Her ability to provoke is truly top tier. Look at him. definitely a typical villain. The kind of villain that usually gets slapped in the face. But with me around, getting slapped is off the table. Just then, a sudden gasp rippled through the crowd. Have you seen it? A woman in a red wedding gown just appeared. Even such a vibrant, striking red could not outshine Zhang Xuanning's peerless beauty. She carries an aura of noble, icy grace. You commented with a hint of admiration. Fan Shuang, I suppose only you can rival her beauty. Whatever it is, her aura or her figure, it is all too perfect for this mundane world. But your casual remark caught Fan Shuang off guard, making her blush. Immediately, her milky, delicate cheeks became flushed and translucent. So moist, it is like ripples are dancing on her skin. What are you blushing for? Seeing you a bit confused, you heard Fan Shuang suddenly let out a soft huff. Xiao Shuai, you have got it wrong. Is that so? Seeing the confusion on your face, Fan Shuang sighed softly, dummy. What did you say? Xiao Shuai, you misheard. You nodded, then took Lin Wanying's small hand, walking straight up to Zhang Xuanning. Before she could even react, you took her hand. Her cool, soft hand felt impossibly smooth. She is hooked, she is hooked. This woman's strength might actually rival a marshal's, right? Are you drunk? I am thinking, for a wedding banquet hosted by young Master Lin, the entry tier alone is in the millions. There is no way the drinks are fake, right? The wedding ceremony officially began. However, due to that sudden extra person, Lu Qingwan was completely sidelined. Of course, she just had to obediently follow behind Zhang Xuanning. In her white wedding dress, she looked like a mere maid. Grasping her own gown, her heart was filled with bitterness. But she had to keep it all buried inside. Her mother, Lin Wanyue, was still busy adjusting Lin Wanying's wedding gown. Standing up on the stage, you could not even be bothered to go down and offer toast to everyone one by one. It is not that you are arrogant, it is just that among these people, there are not many worth a toast from you. If this were a proper wedding, the people here would be the most powerful figures, found all over the globe. Then you loudly shouted your opening line. From now on in Kuohai City, the Liu family is stripped of their name. Everyone eat and drink whatever you like. Today, it is all on me. As you spoke, your hand gently snaked around Zhang Xuanning's waist, provoking furious roars from Yi Fan. You just gave a smirk. It is not that early anymore. I am going to take a rest with my wife. Even Fan Shuang was stunned by this. Looking at the massive scorching sun high in the sky. You call this not that early? Did I mishear just now? What did young Master Lin just say? You did not mishear. Look up at the sun. The day is indeed not that early anymore. Down in the crowd, Yi Fan was so anxious he started stomping his feet, but there was nothing he could do. Only Han Yu approached Yi Fan, her voice as icy as ever. What are you looking at? Let us go. Second senior sister, do not you see Master being humiliated by him right now? How can you just walk away and leave her? Are you still her disciple? Yi Fan was so agitated he was nearly bursting with rage. At this moment, he seemed to have found an outlet for his frustration. Han Yu said nothing, only feeling a heavy tightness in her heart. She came here only because Yi Fan wanted to come. The eldest senior sister was captured, also because Yi Fan wanted to go to the Liu family. But in Yi Fan's words, how did she end up being the one blamed for this entire disaster? Just because Lin he held her hand, now the master is supposedly humiliated. And yet, just a moment ago, she was even forcefully brought along by Lin he. She watched Yi Fan, who stood there without a word of protest, and eventually just faded away into the shadows. Such heartbreak, a soul truly crushed. Li Washwen stood close by Yi Fan, throwing sarcastic jabs every now and then. What a clown. Soon your senior sister will also be screaming, ah ah ah. Even your master will be screaming, ah ah ah. Hearing this, I could not help but burst into hysterical laughter. Damn, this Li Washwen is truly a piece of work. This single sentence was like a spark, completely setting Yi Fan off. If you can't beat me, can't you at least manage to handle this little punk? But notice how his attempt was blocked immediately. Toss him out, he is becoming a nuisance. I said this while holding Zhang Zuning's hand, leading her away first, leaving Fan Shuang behind to look after Lin Wanying. As for Lu Qingwan and her mother, they stood alone to the side, completely ignored. Lin Wanyue whispered to Lu Qingwan, though what Lin he is doing right now is excessive. You absolutely must endure it. He is too powerful right now, and your father is still within his grasp. Our fate as mother and daughter is also in his hands. After you are married, just swallow your pride a little. Win his heart back. When that time comes, all the humiliation we have suffered, we will be able to pay back tenfold. Lu Qingwan bit her lower lip, her beautiful eyes still filled with arrogance. Everything he has done today, I will return it to him 100-fold in the future. Meanwhile, you and Zhang Zuning have already returned to the bridal chamber. On the red bed, Zhang Zuning's eyelashes were trembling with nerves. Are you really not regretting this? I doubt you were this nervous. Even when you broke through the 10 cultivation realms. Divine talent determines one's upper limit. and a fusion rate from 0 to 100 is divided into 10 distinct realms. Only after the 10th realm can one break through the natural boundaries and reach an entirely new level. But she spoke with absolute certainty, no regrets. Fine, let us see if that mouth of yours remains this stubborn later on. From the shadows of the windows, the frantic sounds of the night never ceased. Who knows when the storm atop the mountain peak finally came to a rest, and in the middle of that raging storm, the fragile weeping willow finally got a chance to catch its breath. Suddenly, a system notification chimed. Ding! Congratulations, host, for forcefully marrying Yi Fan's master, Zhang Zuning. Gained 5,000 villain points. Obtained the yin-yang heartworm. What kind of worm is that? What is the point of this thing? The yin-yang heartworm, yang is the master, yin is the servant. Once ingested, loyalty is absolute and unchangeable. Without hesitation, you turned toward Zhang Zuning and spoke. Good girl, open up. Zhang Zuning obeyed and opened her mouth reflexively. You were quick to feed her the yin worm. Realizing what happened, Zhang Zuning asked with caution. What did you just feed me? You brushed it off casually, something tasty. Afterward, you both stepped out of the room. The guests outside had mostly cleared out. No one had the heart to stay any longer. Waiting for you here. Yi Fan had long since been chased away, dealing with that toothless stray dog. You could crush him effortlessly. The next time we meet will be Yi Fan's death date. As for now, let us look after Lin Wanyue. Xiao Shuai, you should get some rest early. Tomorrow is the awakening ceremony. I bet plenty of people are waiting to see you make a fool of yourself. A simple wedding banquet. All the power players in Kuohai City were invited. Your first goal was to let everyone know that the Lin He they knew is history. The other purpose, to have Shen Fanshuang get to know these people. At this moment, you are sitting comfortably on the sofa. Shen Fanshuang has already brewed some tea. Then she comes behind you and picks up a clean towel, gently drying your hair. A little bit more. That hesitant, soft-toned hum makes your heart skip a beat. That mature, elegant vibe of hers is truly captivating. Anything else? Hearing your question, Shen Fanshuang's face turned slightly red. Also, Aunt Ning told me to remind you to hold back a little. Hearing that, you freeze for a second. You even feel like a kid caught with their hand in the cookie jar. My mom would not be that gentle, would she? What were her exact words? Fanshuang, tell that little rabbit of yours to keep his little thing in check. If I ever find out he is fooling around with those skanks again, he can sleep in the doghouse. Shen Fanshuang suddenly changes her tone. You thought your mother had arrived for a second. Oh, right. One more thing. Luo Yunru will be arriving in Kuohai City in a few days. You are confused. Who? Your other fiancé. Great. My fiancé is coming just as I just got married. After that, you stop caring and head back to your room to rest. Until the next day, August 10th. A day etched forever in the memories of Kuohai City residents. Because today is when all the high school seniors awaken their spiritual powers. And you are no exception. You put on your military uniform and head out. The roads are packed, but all the traffic pulls over for the vehicles carrying the exam students. At that moment, a military off-road vehicle, followed by a motorcade of Rolls-Royces, speeds grandly down the main road of Kuohai City. It catches the attention of countless residents on both sides of the road. Which rich kid is being this arrogant? Which rich kid is this flashy VW 208? Whose trust fund kid is acting like this? Chut, you do not even know who he is. The only grandson of the marshal. Even if he is the marshal's grandson, he should not be this cocky, right? Hilarious. If I had 1,000,000 mercenaries by the time I was 20, I can't even imagine how arrogant I would be. I would make everyone who hates cilantro plant it in their backyards. As you sit in the car, you feel both nervous and calm inside. Nervous because you do not know what kind of S-tier talent you will awaken. Calm because you already possess a God-tier awakening talent hidden up your sleeve. Even Shen Fanshuang, sitting in the passenger seat of the Bugatti, can clearly sense how uneasy you are. She researched a lot last night, tips and tricks on how to keep a man from panicking. She read everything, from normal to bizarre, just to be sure. Eventually, she asks a very awkward question. Xiao Shuai, can you drive the Bugatti with one hand? I can. What is so hard about that? You say that and take your right hand, showing Shen Fanshuang you can do it. Xiao Shuai, please fix my stockings for me. I have so much work to take care of later. As she speaks, she takes your hand and places it in a strange spot, simultaneously adjusting her glasses to look elegant and intellectual. Ah, that does not seem right. But the moment you place your hand on it, it stops responding to your call. Under her expert guidance, you have completely discarded all your nervousness. Shen Fanshuang did not do that to bewitch you, but simply to help you calm your mind. Later, you snap out of it and ask, where did you learn this method? Don't tell me it was from Lin Heiyun. Books say, to help someone stay calm, one must effectively divert their attention. Given my understanding of you, Xiao Shuai, only this method could completely capture your focus. Knowing yourself so well, I do not know whether you should be happy or thank Shen Fanshuang for her trouble. Fanshuang, are you implying that I am just a dirty old lecher? No, you have misunderstood, Xiao Shuai. As you start to crack a smile, Shen Fanshuang delivers the final blow. Xiao Shuai is very young, not old at all, so that still makes me a lecher, then. In the blink of an eye, you step into this familiar yet strange school. You proceed to the field, the main venue for the awakening ceremony. Students are already beginning to awaken their powers. Tang Hai, C rank talent, no divine spirit power. Bo Fei, a rank talent, divine spirit Zhang Liao. Instantly, you see a phantom of a warrior flicker behind the boy, looking extremely domineering. So this is a divine spirit awakening. You are beginning to look forward to see which super god tier spirit you will awaken. The following is from the novel plot. Readers, download the QQ reading app to see what happens next. Search for transcending into a top-tier clan. The first result is the one. Soon, a woman takes the stage. Chu, he remembers her. One of the school beauties of Kuohai City. Looking at Lin Yuyan through Chu, he is current aesthetic. She is not bad at all, but she is still a notch below Su Qingwan. As for Zhang Xuaning and Shen Fanshuang, there is no comparison at all. She places her delicate, slender palm on the awakening stone. Suddenly, a golden light flares up. Holy crap, gold level, legendary. Truly worthy of being a school beauty. Who knows what kind of divine spirit she will awaken? A hint of excitement flickers across Lin Yuyan's delicate face. Moments later, everyone sees a strikingly beautiful and magnificent woman appear behind her. Lin Yuyan, S-rank talent, divine spirit Lu Rushi. Damn. Lu Rushi is one of the 8 beauties of the Qinhuai. Yi Fan should be thrilled now. Next up, Yi Fan. A young man walks up. He is none other than Lin Yuyan's boyfriend. Under the gazes of the crowd, a gray light appears. Yi Fan, C-rank talent. No divine spirit power. Ha ha ha, this loser is hilarious. He is killing me. So what if you have got money? Still just a useless bum. Wealth does not last past the 3rd generation, as the old saying goes. Amidst the wave of mockery, Chu, he notices the fat on Yi Fan's face trembling. That is not fear. That is trembling caused by pure, exhilarating excitement. Choosing to play it safe, the protagonist Yi Fan is being mocked by everyone. Host, this is a prime opportunity to win Yi Fan's favor, and in the future, you have a high chance of earning a favor from him as a reward. 3,000-year-old ancient castle fragment. Choosing the right path. As a villain, I have to suppress every single protagonist. Time to snatch the heroine, Lin Yuyan, and shatter Yi Fan's heart into pieces. Reward, a 5,000-year-old ancient treasure. Fanshuang, as fast as you can. Make this woman break up with Yi Fan. Yes, Xiao Shuai. Shen Fanshuang did not hesitate, immediately taking out her phone to set the plan in motion. Just a complete loser like him does not even deserve a campus beauty like you, right? You are right, I should just end it now, before things get too embarrassing later on. Lin Yuyan actually had thoughts of breaking up. She was just feeling a bit guilty. After all, she would already taken so much of Yi Fan's money. But her phone suddenly rang. Seeing the message, she clicked on her heels, swaying her hips as she approached Yi Fan. Her tone was cold, without a hint of emotion. Yi Fan, thanks for everything you have done for me, but we are living in 2 different worlds now. Let us break up. A familiar voice suddenly echoed in my ear. I turned around to see a chubby kid. Kid, what is wrong with you? Are you trying to be tough on me? Ah, do not even mention it. Those are painful memories, but I have no regrets. Yesterday was your first wedding, boss. If I did not send a gift that would shock everyone, I would be ashamed to even call myself your brother. Lin, he did not say anything else, just patted the chubby kid on the shoulder. Men do not need many words to show they care. Just keep this brotherhood in mind, that is enough. Meanwhile, down below, Yi Fan, after being humiliated by the breakup, was still standing on the awakening platform. Still not leaving. What are you doing standing there? Get lost, will you? Don't waste everyone's time, okay? Lin Yuyan also looked at Yi Fan, frowning in annoyance. Yi Fan, let us keep this clean and simple. Stop making a fool of yourself here. Looking at the woman who was sweetly calling him brother moments ago, Yi Fan only felt pure disgust. Please just get it over with. Awakening one of the 4 great spirit monkeys of the world, the 6-eared macaque. 6-eared macaque. Yi Fan made sure he had not misheard. This is that legendary character from Journey to the West. A powerhouse who could fight the great sage to a standstill. Ding, congratulations, host. Host has received the reward, Haoshan Tower. Under the gazes of the crowd, amidst countless mocking jeers, Yi Fan suddenly grabbed the awakening stone and started biting it like crazy. Is this guy insane? He thinks that by eating his garbage awakening stone, he can destroy it, so that no one else can awaken. How childish. Does he really think his teeth can chew through that? The awakening stone is as hard as diamond. The people in the audience stared at Yi Fan like he was a monkey. Holy crap, he actually bit through it. Seeing that Yi Fan had actually bitten off a piece, someone in the crowd stood up and gasped. The jaw strength required for that is no less than a grown hound. Yi Fan, why are you being so extreme? It was just a breakup. Why are you losing your mind and biting the stone? I am so glad I broke up with you. Otherwise, you would definitely be abusive later on. Lin Yuyan looked at Yi Fan with fear in her eyes, even taking a step back. Tick-tock, time is running out. Yi Fan took another big bite. He could not even describe the taste, but he knew he needed to speed things up, because the system's time limit was running out. Yi Fan, you are looking pretty pathetic, are not you? How come I never noticed you were this kind of person before? Lin Yuan's words immediately drew nods of agreement from the crowd. Why does this feel so familiar? Chu, he muttered to himself. Shen Fanshuang beside him just chuckled. Su Qingwan, huh? Chu, he immediately slapped his thigh. I knew it. Just another tragic soul. But even if Su Qingwan is trash, she is still a beauty. Let us forget about this Lin Yuyan for now. She is just a commoner's campus heartthrob. A campus heartthrob in the eyes of commoners. That is exactly what Lu Ruyan is to me. I have seen all kinds of trash. I have been down, I have had wealth. I have been mocked by others. The only thing I have never been is ugly. Xiao Shuai, watch your mouth. Why are you slapping your thigh? Just a subconscious habit. Then why are you slapping my thigh? If it hurts, want me to rub it for you? As Chu he spoke, he placed his large hand on Shen Fanshuang's black stocking leg. The little fatty nearby watched, stunned. Dad, you are my real dad. Teach me that. I want to learn, but I really do not think you can pull it off. Charisma is something you are born with. How dare you, still not stopping. The department head saw Yi Fan's defiance. He did not care about the awakening ceremony at all, and was being downright reckless. During the awakening, the department head slammed the table in a rage. Behind him appeared the phantom of a martial general, radiating a fearsome presence. He struck a palm toward Yi Fan. Oh snap, Yi Fan is done for. One palm and his head will be history. He will be bedridden for the rest of his life. He has no one to blame but himself. Who knows what he was thinking, being arrogant enough to awaken right there. This whole thing is not even worth much. Majestic dragon. The department head's palm was both fast and merciless. Just when everyone thought Yi Fan was about to be reincarnated, he saw Yi Fan leap back, instantly dodging the strike. The department head was left in shock. That blow was meant to be fatal. How could a reject like Yi Fan dodge it? I just made a small mistake. And you go straight for the kill. Damn you. His heart was filled with towering rage. He felt his strength surging. He had finished his awakening essence in the last second. He awakened the six-eared macaque and used its power to evade. Just looking at the crater left by the strike, he knew he would not have survived. Before Yi Fan began his ceremony, the school had warned everyone not to mess around. Yet you still disregarded the school rules, even openly destroying the awakening stone. The department head pointed at Yi Fan and roared, "Do you have any idea? This awakening stone was blessed by the temple. The entire ceremony. Everything was blessed by the abbot of Tianguang Temple, and you just went and ruined it. Tell me, do not you deserve to die?" As he spoke, the department head's aura flared. The martial general's phantom behind him almost turned solid. A terrifying aura sweeps across the entire venue. It is a peak level, a rank spirit. A single strike from a powerhouse in such a fit of rage. Yi Fan is done for. Yi Fan, you really deserve to die. My son has not even awakened yet. My daughter Wei has not either. If the boy does not awaken well, it is all on Yi Fan for being such a bully. Yi Fan is furious. In an instant, a godlike phantom manifests behind him. A massive, chaotic six-eared macaque appears before everyone's eyes. Yi Fan himself erupts with a jet-black light. The aura is horrifying. His eyes narrow, glowing blood red. With one punch, he unleashes a massive cloud of smoke right into the faces of the mocking crowd. Yi Fan stands firm, unmoving, but the dean flinches, stepping back twice. Even with an SS rank talent newly awakened, one should not possess this kind of power. Are you SSS rank? The dean is absolutely stunned. The crowd is even more shocked. Dean, are you feeling alright? Perhaps he just used some deceitful tactic, or some kind of dark magic. No, absolutely impossible. The law form behind him. Only an SSS rank could possibly be this terrifying. Silence falls over the field. Even the principal of Kuohai High stands up, looking at Yi Fan with burning intensity. How many years has it been? My Kuohai High School, for over 100 years, hasn't seen a student with SSS rank talent. To think it would happen during my watch. The principal's body trembles with excitement, his eyes burning as he stares at Yi Fan. The school leaders around him queue up to congratulate the principal. One of them reacted even faster, immediately barking at the dean, "What are you dazed for? Hurry up and apologize to Yi Fan. Get on your knees." The dean breaks into a cold sweat, looking at the furious Yi Fan before him. His legs are shaking uncontrollably. Just as he prepared to kneel, a woman's voice suddenly rings in his mind. He instantly straightens his back. His eyes flash with lightning as he glares at Yi Fan. I, Zhang Wei, bow only to heaven, earth, and my parents. And a piece of trash like you, Yi Fan, are you even worthy of making me kneel and apologize? The school leaders are stunned. They never expected that the usually timid Zhang Wei would be so stubborn right now, knowing full well that he was the one who told Zhang Wei to act. At this moment, the principal also cast his gaze over. Dong Bo is immediately just like Zhang Wei, covered in cold sweat. This time, if he does not handle this properly, his career is officially finished. Zhang Wei, have you lost your mind? Hurry up and apologize to Yi Fan. Kneel down fast. Watch it, or I will silence you. You pathetic dog, you deserve to crawl away. After saying those words, Zhang Wei just feels complete relief. You annoying little punk. If the king of hell wants you dead by the 3rd hour, who dares to let you live until the 5th? Just die for me. Watching Zhang Wei act so arrogant as if he were destiny itself, Chu He nods slightly. This is exactly the kind of person I wanted. Obedient, yet arrogant. Wait a while, extract as much as we can out of them. Then we will take them all out in one sweep. I was thinking the same thing. Although Yi Fan has awakened an SSS rank divine talent, even the great sage equaling heaven. But Lin He remained completely unbothered. Those whom the gods wish to destroy, they first make mad. Between him and those protagonists like Yi Fan and Xiao Tian, only one of them can survive. And since he wants to live, that means Yi Fan and Xiao Tian have to die. Lin Yuan was also flushed with excitement, quivering slightly. Her mind was in absolute turmoil. She did not know if she should keep listening to Lin He, or crawl back into Xiao Tian's embrace. That brings up an interesting question. Do you choose the one you love, or the one who loves you? He does not love Lin He, but she loves everything about him. Meanwhile, Xiao Tian loves her. And now he holds the SSS level 5 spirit talent. His future is limitless, rising through the ranks, reaching the top in less than 3 years. She would be the general's wife, but that woman is such a fickle social climber. Shen Fanshuang certainly has a keen eye for people. Then what about me? She glanced at Lin He. His face looked like it was carved from stone, with sharp, well-defined features. Perhaps that was the reason for being watched. Lin He adjusted his tie, dressed in his black military uniform, standing among the students. He was remarkably conspicuous, exuding an air of dominance and calm. He was worth every bit of it. Shen Fanshuang nodded. Lin He did not care about what that woman was thinking. Below, Xiao Tian was getting stronger with every move, even starting to push Zhang Wei back. It sent a wave of shock through the crowd. Zhang Wei is the head instructor at Kuohai High School, with immense combat power. Yet he was getting hammered by Xiao Tian, who just awakened. Realizing he could not win, Zhang Wei started to panic. He could feel it. This kid actually wants to kill him. Right after trading a blow with Zhang Wei, he suddenly felt a surge of force hit his back. Though it was not strong, the ambush caught him off guard, making him stumble. Xiao Tian immediately spotted a massive opening. There was no way Zhang Wei was going to let this chance go. He prepared to deal a fatal blow to Xiao Tian. Stop! A loud voice suddenly boomed. The old principal could not sit by anymore. The only SSS level talent in 100 years. No matter what, he would not let Xiao Tian be harmed. Intending to finish Xiao Tian off for good, Zhang Wei was instantly swatted away by someone next to the principal. A middle-aged man suddenly flew into the void, catching Zhang Wei like a kite with a snap string. Damn, why is he here? The commander of the Kuohai 3rd Regiment, an S-level top-tier powerhouse. You deserve to die. Zhang Zhengfeng looked at Xiao Tian, who was sheltered behind the principal, and spat out coldly. Dad, hurry up and kill him. Zhang Wei roared. Zhang Zhengfeng nodded, and raised his hand. Commander Zhang, what do you think you are doing? Xiao Tian is one of our own at Kuohai High. The principal shielded Xiao Tian behind him, looking at Zhang Zhengfeng, and said with outrage, are you aware of what an SSS-level talent means? And yet you dare to plot the murder of such a prodigy. This is a great act of treason. Xiao Tian meanwhile glared at Lin Yuan with eyes full of rage. That woman, if it had not been for her earlier, I would not have been caught off guard by Yi Fen. Lin Yuan snorted, damn you. After pondering for a while, he still felt it better to stick with Chu He, mostly fearing that if he went back on his word, Chu He would retaliate. I won't even die long after your mother is gone. Upon hearing that, Yi Fan's eyes instantly turned bloodshot. He immediately prepared to beat Lin Yuan to death. With his strength, in a fit of rage, taking out an S-tier, just awakened woman was as easy as pie. Xiao Shuai, save me. In this desperate moment, Lin Yuan screamed at the top of her lungs. Xiao Shuai, which Xiao Shuai? in the entire Long Kingdom. Is there any other Xiao Shuai? The white-haired old man beside Chu He easily blocked Yi Fan's holy strike, and at this moment, Chu He, dressed in his military uniform, appeared on the awakening platform. To have awakened an SSS tier talent and be this arrogant, not looking at anyone in the eye. Even if such a person grows up, he won't contribute to the nation. He is nothing more than a selfish brat. While Chu He was speaking, he did not even glance at Yi Fan. He walked directly through the middle of the field, coming to another awakening stone. Young Chu, is not that being a bit too harsh? If a young man is not arrogant, can he even be called a young man? Before the awakening had finished, a teasing voice drifted from afar. Shortly after, a man in a blue military uniform descended from the sky. After seeing who it clearly was, everyone present was struck dumb, simply because on the sleeve of his military uniform, there was a badge of a kraken tentacle. Holy crap, it is the insignia of the Sea-Slaying Legion, one of the top 5 sacred legions. Yesterday, I even saw him on TV. Never thought I would see him in person today. Sea-Slaying Legion Commander Li Chongqing. He is a man who has actually slaughtered a demon saint, an SS tier talent at the peak of the 9th rank, a powerhouse just one step away from the legendary realm. He is the most promising candidate to inherit the marshal's position. True, after all, he is still young. He is only 150 years old this year. The Kuo-Hai City Awakening event was being broadcast live throughout the province and even across the country. The number of concurrent online viewers was in the tens of millions. The SSS tier talent awakening, plus the arrival of Li Chongqing, caused the ratings to skyrocket. After Li Chongqing arrived, the entire stadium went silent. He became the focus of everyone's attention, and Li Chongqing's words just now caused the numerous factions present to think deeply. Kid, you are pretty impressive. Would you like to join my Sea-Slaying Legion? Get some training. I am heading out to sea in 2 days, anyway. Personally invited by the Sea-Slaying Commander himself. Yi Fan is really taking a giant leap to the sky this time. If the Sea-Slaying Commander successfully competes for Marshal later on, then Yi Fan would be the successor, an SSS tier martial spirit. It really is possible. Even some people's gazes toward Chu He took on some strange nuances. Shen Fanshuang watched all of this calmly, keeping it in mind. At the same time, her heart was praying that Chu He can also awaken an SSS tier talent. Boss, go for it. The fat kid's voice broke the silence of the scene, standing up with a scar on his head. This also drew the attention of everyone present. Little Chu, now that you have arrived, why do not you let your uncle see what kind of talent you have awakened? If you are capable enough, you could even follow Yi Fan. Come to my Mihai Legion and broaden your horizons. Chu He sneered inwardly. Follow Yi Fan to broaden my horizons. Li Chongqing, you really do not know how to spell the word death, do you? Without a word, he placed his hand directly on the awakening stone. Under the gaze of the masses, a massive 7-colored beam of light instantly pierced the heavens. The blinding radiance forced countless people to look away from Chu He. An aura erupted from within Chu He's body, mysterious, profound, and filled with a sharp tyrannical presence. Everyone present, who was staring at the blinding light, as they awakened, in an instant, found a single eye suddenly emerging on Chu He's forehead. They were blinded, like they would just been hit by 10,000 flashbangs. Instantly blinded. Chu He, SSS rank martial god talent Yangjian. Holy sh*T, the heavenly war god of the celestial realm, Yangjian, the great sage who rivals the heavens, the war god himself. This is totally overpowered. Clad in silver armor, opening his third eye to glare at Li Chongqing, a faint trace of mockery appeared on the corner of Chu He's lips. What do you think of my talent, uncle? Little Li, Chu He is the commander of the Mihai Legion, holding the status of a general, and I am essentially your elder. Awaken one decent talent, and suddenly you think you are above everyone. How arrogant. Is that how you talk to me? If a young man is not a bit arrogant, can he even be called young? Li Chongqing was instantly silenced by that remark. The surroundings fell into a deathly silence. Why does that sound so familiar? Boss is a total badass. The fatty was the first to stand up and shout in excitement. His flab was literally vibrating with such overwhelming momentum. I can only say this, as expected of the young marshal. Like father, like son, SSS grade martial talent is indeed top tier. Damn, was I speaking too loudly just now? I am bowing down to the young marshal. Young marshal is a legend. Because of Chu, he is awakening. The atmosphere at the scene instantly reached a climax. Even the way many people looked at Li Chongqing was filled with open mockery. Talk about trying to slap someone's face and getting slapped back instead. Ha ha ha, he must be completely dumbfounded right now. Shen Fanshuang's palms were covered in sweat, but upon seeing Chu, he awakened Yangjian. She immediately let out a huge sigh of relief. At the same time, she began to adjust all her upcoming plans. Little Chu, Li Chongqing is still trying to throw his weight around, using his status as an elder to suppress Chu He. But Chu He is not the type to tolerate that. Who does he think he is, trying to touch his grandfather's martial position? Since he even dared to have such thoughts, then he deserves to die. What is your identity? And what is mine? Do you even have the right to call me Little Chu? Giving him absolutely no face at all. Chu He looked at Li Chongqing coldly, then turned his gaze toward Yifan, continuing, "You are Yifan, right? You think because you awakened a decent talent, you can act like there is no one else in the world. Are you worthy?" Chu He's strategy was extremely simple. Either do not move, but if you do, go all out to crush them, leaving them completely unable to fight back until they die. The tens of thousands of spectators at the venue, as well as the millions watching the live broadcast at that moment, were stunned after hearing such arrogant words from Chu He. Everyone was stunned. Standing before him was the leader of the Mihai Saint group. He is practically at the pinnacle of power and combat strength in the entire Long Kingdom. And what about Chu He? He is a man of legendary fame throughout the Long Kingdom. Even the most famous A-list superstars cannot compare to the reputation of Chu He, the greatest simp in the Long Kingdom. Because of him, countless women in the Long Kingdom have evolved into gold diggers. Whether they are A, B, C, or D list, they all want a man like him, or even an S-class one. It is a father's fault if he fails to teach his son. Chu He, today I will educate you on behalf of your grandfather. Li Chongqing's chest heaved violently. He was clearly fuming, just because he was lucky enough to awaken a decent talent. Is that any reason to be this arrogant? He has no respect for his elders. A terrifying aura erupted from Li Chongqing's body. In the blink of an eye, the bright daylight dimmed into darkness. Everyone at the scene held their breath watching the spectacle. Kill him, kill him. Su Qingwan and Lin Wanyue were silently praying. Wang Jian's eyes were filled with envy and hatred. In terms of background, he can't compare to the current Chu He. In terms of talent, he might not be better either. His only confidence was that he is a normal person, not a simp. But the person he once considered a mere simp had actually dared to snatch his forbidden copper. Xiao Tian also looked at Chu He with eyes full of bitterness. Lin Yuyan had just called out Chu He's name. Adulterous pair. He growled through gritted teeth. At that moment, Xiao Tian felt like he had been cheated on. Chu He ignored him entirely, and kept his eyes fixed on Li Chongqing. Come on, do not be a wuss. You old geezer, show me what you have got. Watching Li Chongqing go all out, Chu He was not afraid but excited. As long as he, Li Chongqing, dared to make a move, then he could directly crush him. Daring to attack the marshal's grandson, no excuse would save him. Seeing Chu He in such a state, Li Chongqing immediately retracted his aura, shifting to a friendly demeanor instead. He looked at Chu He with a smile. Not bad at all. Little Chu, your mental fortitude is impressive. Now that the marshal is in charge, the beast tides in the country have been heavily suppressed, and safety levels have increased significantly. This has led to many young people awakening great talents, but their mental fortitude is extremely poor. Even though they possess some combat power, once they encounter powerful monsters, they inevitably panic, showing weaknesses, and ending up getting themselves killed. But your mental state is very good. Truly excellent. I am glad to see the marshal has a worthy successor. The Long Kingdom has hope indeed. With his kind face and gentle tone, there was no trace of the murderous intent from just a moment ago. He seemed just like a doting elder offering guidance. Chu He, however, felt a chill in his heart. This guy is truly an old monster who has lived for over 100 years. His schemes are so deep. Li Chongqing was now treating Chu He seriously, viewing him as a genuine rival. Just a moment ago, he never intended to kill or discipline Chu He. He only wanted to scare Chu He, to embarrass him in front of millions of people. But he never expected that Chu He's mental fortitude would be this strong. Unfazed by his own overwhelming aura, Chu He and Li Chongqing know exactly what the other is thinking, but the live stream audience has no clue. I would say the commander would not just kill the young marshal. Turns out, he is just helping him build mental fortitude. That is actually quite necessary. My neighbor's kid, for instance, though he had decent talent, he died on his first mission, all because his legs turned to jelly when he panicked, and forgot how to summon his spirit. Just as Chu He felt a pang of conflict, the system pinged. Option 1. Play along with Li Chongqing's hypocrisy in front of the national audience, playing the perfect, respectful junior, and forgiving Li Chongqing's radical actions. Reward 1 holy pill. Option 2. Everyone already knows Li Chongqing is a wolf in sheep's clothing. As the grandson of a marshal and son of a billionaire, I do not need to care what others think. Expose Li Chongqing's fake facade. Reward 1 holy pellet. Damn it, I am the villain here. Why care about image or public opinion? You old geezer. Your skin is thicker than a wild boar's hide, testing my mental fortitude of all things. You use that disgusting power to test my mentality. And you have the audacity to call yourself commander. Do you think you are worthy, you old fart? Look at the state you are in. Let me make this crystal clear for you. The position of marshal is something you will never achieve in this lifetime. Ding! Congratulations, host, for obtaining the holy pellet. Little he, your mental fortitude is not bad at all, though your personality could use some refining. Not calm enough. Li Chongqing still wore that gentle smile, staring at Chu, he, as if looking at a rebellious child. Calm, I am 18 this year. My grandfather is a marshal, my dad is a billionaire, and I have got SSS grade potential with 5 spirits. And you want me to be calm? Screw being calm. Even after a century of experience, Li Chongqing's palms could not help but tremble. He secretly wished he could slap Chu He to death, but Chu He's words also resonated with the surrounding crowd. Exactly, the young marshal is only 18, has a marshal as a grandfather, and a billionaire father. With such insanely high talent, waking up these powers is normal. It would not be natural if he were not arrogant. If I were that talented, even if my dad was not the young marshal, or just a regular commander, I would dare to piss on the principal's head. Little he, Commander Chongsheng, is only looking out for you. The old principal stood before Xiao Tian, looking at Chu He with a mocking chuckle. Looking out for me, haha. Looking at this old geezer, Chu He felt nothing but disdain. Typical self-serving hypocrite. Every rule and regulation in this school is just to meet some hollow quota. All the bullying that happened on campus these years, he brushed under the rug to keep his reputation clean. Just swept it all away. You piece of trash. And you think you have the right to look out for me, even though your background is impressive. Because of your own cowardice, you have been manipulated by this old trash many times. If it were not for me, you would not even be standing in that position. Shen Fanshuang had been listening without realizing it. Walking up to Chu, here is the evidence of your misconduct over the years. This includes, but is not limited to, abuse of power for personal gain. What including, but not limited to, abuse of power for personal gain. Embezzling Kuohai High School funds. Embezzling Kuohai High School funds, preposterous. Totaling 350 million. Wait, what? A total value of 350 million. 223 million in miscellaneous assets. Plus, there are hints that the academy used both soft and hard tactics. Bullying students who did not fall in line. Targeting poor but beautiful female students. Sending them to Kuohai. To some officials, in exchange for government subsidies for the academy. Silence descended upon the scene. Everyone stared in disbelief at what was in front of them. A gentle smile. The principal looked just like a kindly old man. And every time Shen Fanshuang spoke, she would place more files in front of the camera, showing the evidence to the entire nation. Arrest this old geezer for me. And arrest Yi Fan as well. Whatever this old man is protecting is surely problematic too. Chu He spoke up right on cue, his cold voice filled with authority. The soldiers stationed there obeyed Chu He's command immediately, arresting the old principal. Yi Fan has become a soldier under my knee-high regiment, and he possesses immunity. As the soldiers reached Yi Fan, and just as Yi Fan was getting ready to fight, Li Chongqing grabbed Yi Fan's arm, stopping his irrational behavior. Looking on, Chu He chuckled, when I make an arrest, no excuse is going to save you. Step aside or I will haul you in as well. They had not expected Chu He to be this uncompromising, but Li Chongqing also let out a sigh of relief. Still so reckless, are not you? Since you are so insistent on this, little he, then I will just accompany Yi Fan and come along with you. I mean, who says your grandfather is a marshal? Xiao Shuai, this is going a bit too far, do not you think? Yi Fan has not done anything wrong, and what Regiment Commander Nihai just did was also for your own good, Xiao Shuai. Indeed, still too young and hot-headed, but the regiment commander had a point. After all, his grandfather is a marshal, so he thinks if his grandpa is a marshal, he can disregard the law entirely, arresting people as he pleases. Is there really nothing we can do? Shen Fanshuang realized the problem, and immediately informed Chu He via telepathy. Chu He glanced at Li Chongqing. The moment that old geezer said those words, he already knew what kind of petty scheme this guy was playing, but he could not care less. He is the villain, after all. Why should he care what others think? Besides, right from the very beginning, he had already chosen the path of the ultimate villain. Chu He had already set his goals. In this life, I refuse to let anyone wrong me. I would rather betray the world than let the world betray me. Now that it is done, I will do it thoroughly. The soldiers immediately grabbed Li Chongqing. The old principal and Yi Fan were also apprehended. Going against the Xiao Shuai is truly a death wish. Seeing Yi Fan getting hauled off, Lin Yuyan mocked him with schadenfreude. At the same time, she felt happy about her decision. She kept stealing glances at Chu He. She could not help but find every one of his movements incredibly charming. If she did not dare to think it, even just the thought of it alone was already almost too much to bear. Yi Fan glared at Lin Yuyan with eyes full of rage. This woman really deserves to die. So what if your talent is SSS rank? Cross the young commander and you are dead. Zhang Wei said, feeling thrilled to have been crushed by a punk like him just now. It was deeply frustrating. Now it feels so good. Wait until I finish with Chu He. With that, he walked over to the awakening platform. The crowd watched with growing suspicion. Even Shen Fanshuang did not know what Chu He was up to. What is the young commander planning to do? Could it be that he is going for saving that SSS rank awakening session? That is a possibility. Consider it a keepsake, I suppose. Sigh, I was planning to use this awakening ceremony later to absorb the divine aura. Great minds think alike. Do you think there is a chance that the young commander is up for a second awakening? Impossible. Seeing this, Yi Fan took the opportunity to vent his suppressed rage. Not everyone can pull off a second awakening like I can. As he spoke, Yi Fan felt extremely arrogant. It is not just a second awakening he possesses. He still has 3 chaos spirit monkeys yet to awaken, one of which is the great sage equaling heaven. Give him some time. So what if it is SSS rank? Still trash. Shut up, you loser. A C rank talent. You are getting cocky just because you awakened that. Chu He, stop wasting time. There is 0 chance of success. You old loser, keep your mouth shut too. An SS rank talent, and you think you are something. Li Chongqing already deemed Chu He a non-threat, but that trash talking still infuriated him. Still unable to detect anything, everyone waited for Chu He's failure to mock him. No one noticed a corner of the gallery. A mysterious woman wearing a veil, watching Chu He with great interest. Meanwhile, Chu He had arrived at the awakening platform and immediately received the system's reward. To have already awakened such a powerful divine talent, how could one go for a second awakening? Truly, human greed knows no bounds. You are too greedy, Chu He. Stop wasting time. Hurry up and leave. You can't do it, can you? A sneer crept onto Li Chongqing's lips. Seeing Chu He show no reaction, he was absolutely thrilled. The moment the system awakened, he could feel celestial energy swirling within him. A beam of white light pierced the heavens and earth. It was as bright as day, blinding everyone in the vicinity. Self-illumination just means it is a trash talent. Anything below B rank is just white trash garbage. It is possible there is not even a spirit at all. Chu He, look at you. I told you, but you would not listen. Li Chongqing stood under the light and taunted, acting like a disappointed elder scolding his kin. But no one knew how thrilled he was inside. Yi Fan was feeling exceptionally satisfied. You illicit couple. Ha ha ha, finally getting what you deserve. You are done for now. Awaken a C rank first, then try for an SSS rank. That is clearly a leap of faith, but going backward, that is just dragging everyone down. What a classic case of fumbling a winning hand. Hey boss. Don't worry, you are always the best in my book. There are way too many losers who can't even hit S-rank trash. Hearing the whispers of the people around, everyone was enjoying his misfortune with mocking sarcasm. Chu He just could not take it anymore. He fired back point blank. As for Chu He, standing in the self-emitted glow, he gave a faint smile. A surge of intense, majestic, divine aura instantly descended, making countless people feel a deep, soulful urge to submit. The white radiance around him, that is not just some white light. That is clearly divine immortal energy. Chu He is SSS grade spirit talent, Lingtai Fanken Mountain. Lingtai Fanken Mountain. The Bodhi Patriarch who bows to no one, not even heaven or earth. The snow-haired Bodhi Patriarch, brimming with immortal energy, manifested in the form of divine law right behind Chu, treading upon the underworld, reaching up to the 9 heavens. All the viewers on the scene and those watching the live stream nationwide were stunned speechless. Some had their jaws dropped wide open, so shocked they were even drooling a bit. So that was not a signal of a loser's white light, but the overflowing immortal energy of the great Bodhi Patriarch. Oh my sweet heavens. He just stood there obediently. How did the great Bodhi Patriarch himself appear? Patriarch, please bless me. I do not need SSS, even an S rank is fine. Someone finally took the initiative and kneeled directly toward Chu He below. Holy crap, you are right. Even though it is an image of the Dharma sovereign emperor, it also carries a wisp of the great Bodhi Patriarch's will. No sooner said than done, that person dropped to their knees, and even kowtowed quite loudly. Thud thud. Bless me, great patriarch, you must bless me. Word of mouth spread like wildfire. People who were about to awaken started kneeling down to Chu He one after another. Chu He, standing below, was a bit surprised to see everyone around him kowtowing. Even he felt taken aback. What is wrong with the great Bodhi patriarch again? Is all this really necessary? Su Qingwan stood beside her mother, Lin Wanyue, watching everyone around kneeling to Chu He, even kowtowing. She instantly curled her lip. She whispered, "It is just that he just awakened a somewhat powerful divine spirit, did not he? No need to go that far." Lin Wanrong heard the two bad-mouthing Chu, known for her usually timid nature. She spoke up to refute them. Lingtai Fankin Mountain, the great Bodhi patriarch, transcends the three realms, not bound by the five elements. With a lifespan as long as heaven and earth, it is only the first day, and you dare to talk back already. Lin Wanyue had been brooding with rage for these 2 days, especially during the wedding. Before, she was trailing behind Lin Wanrong, literally holding her train. So what if that is the case? Zhen Yuanzi of the Earth Immortal Realm still has his ginseng fruit tree. Even Sun Wukong and the Jade Emperor are afraid of him. She instinctively shrank her neck. Lin Wanrong's voice was soft, yet very firm, because what Lin Wanyue spoke against this time was not just him, but also Chu He. Zhen Yuanzi only bows to heaven and earth. Bodhi Patriarch. He does not even bow to the Jade Emperor. That is because Zhen Yuanzi respects the Tao, treating the heaven and earth as his masters. If the great Bodhi Patriarch is truly that powerful, then what else is there to say? What kind of trouble will that cause later? Why not mention my name? Lu Qingwan looked down at Chu He with disdain. Clearly, he is just afraid of offending people he should not. Like Zhen Yuanzi, why should not you mention the name when disaster strikes? Because if you mention Patriarch Bodhi's name, other people will have to pay their respects. Don't believe it? Go put on a lotus crown. The law of non-discrimination, the eye of heaven 49, seizing a glimmer of life for all sentient beings. Patriarch Bodhi's voice remained faint, yet it was enough to make both Lu Qingwan and Lin Wanyu furious. And right there on the scene, all you could see were people kneeling on the ground, the sound of heads hitting the floor. No more mocking voices to be heard. It was not just physical. Those watching the live stream across the entire nation. The parents kneeling for their children. The children kneeling for their own sakes. Still playing tough now. Wearing his military uniform, Chu He stunned countless people. An aura of iron-fisted dominance washed over them. Even the battle king of the Mihai Saint group, Li Chongsheng, was completely suppressed by Chu He's momentum. Congratulations, little he. That sounded forced as hell. Li Chongsheng could not believe it. Everything he was seeing before his eyes. Waking up twice is one thing, but twice with an SSS-grade divine talent. Don't congratulate me, Commander. I will ask you a question now. Standing in front of Li Chongsheng, Chu He asked, enunciating every single word. Do I have the qualification to be arrogant and domineering now? Just saying that word seemed to drain Li Chongsheng of all his strength. It was as if it was being forced, squeezed right out from between his teeth. But Chu, he was not about to let this guy off the hook. The more Li Chongsheng suffered, the more satisfied Chu he felt. He never lets a grudge sit overnight. Hammer him right here and now. Didn't hear you clearly, speak up. Do I have the qualification to be arrogant and domineering now? Yes, you do. Li Chongsheng stared coldly at Chu He, being humiliated like this time after time. Even someone as cunning as him could not take it anymore. This was a live stream watched by tens of millions of colleagues. To be bullied by a junior like Chu He was a massive blow to his reputation as a battle king of the Mihai Saint group. Everyone heard that, right? Li Chongsheng, that old fart, said it himself. Do I have the qualification to be arrogant now? Take him away. Adding one more thing. Li Chongsheng, the position held by my grandfather. Do not ever think about laying a finger on it again. Chu He's momentum reached its peak at that moment. Within that iron-fisted aura was a thick, palpable murderous intent. If you reach with your hand, I will hack off your hand. If you step with your leg, I will chop off your leg. You would better weigh how much you are actually worth. Just a measly SS-level talent, and you dare to aim for the position of marshal. Do you deserve it? Li Chongsheng glanced at Chu He, saying nothing, but the feeling he gave Chu He was like a venomous snake in the grass. The man was taken away. Chu He then scanned his surroundings. Patriarch Bodhi's divine manifestation had already disappeared. Everyone else began to stand up. 3 days later, I will personally oversee the selection in Kuohai City. There is only one requirement. Talent must be S-level or higher. Young commander, the situation with the Chu family is actually not. That is fine. I thought the reason was, it should be much better now, or perhaps even worse. Shen Fanshuang held her notebook, reading the detailed information on it, while continuing to speak. Grandpa is getting on in years, and he will be retiring soon. All the war kings from the various factions are in their prime, and they are evenly matched. Almost everyone has a shot. Li Chongqing has the best chance among them, and the most support behind him too. Lin He suddenly frowned, his heart skipping a beat. Wait, are you saying... If I was a total loser back when I awakened my talent, the situation would still be calm, and my grandfather would also be retiring in peace. If I had a chance to inherit my grandfather's position, then some people would want you, or perhaps they would want an accident to happen to the marshal. Shen Fanshuang continued, noticing that Lin He's mood had soured. She put down her notebook, stepped behind him, and started giving him a gentle massage. But Xiao Shuai, there is no need to worry. Nothing will happen in the short term. No one wants to be the early bird that catches the arrow, especially since Li Chongqing's reputation is being heavily damaged by you. The remaining war kings can only wait quietly for an opportunity, and although the marshal is old, he still has the courage of an old general. His strength remains the pinnacle of the Dragon Kingdom. Closing his eyes, lounging on the sofa, feeling Shen Fanshuang's gentle touch, Lin He let out a long sigh. Accidents happen anytime. I need more detailed intel. I must get into the military. Without joining, I will never know the specifics. If I want to inherit grandfather's position, I have to be in the military. No wonder my mother arranged those 2 marriages for me. Lin He's eyes flashed. In an instant, everything made sense. The daughter of the Dragon City Lord. That was meant to support my grandfather. And resisting them, that title Saintess, she called. Must be a final contingency plan, right? No need to rush, Xiao Shuai. Your talent has awakened twice now, and both are extremely powerful. I reckon the landscape of the top brass will shift because of you. The marshal has been in power for so many years. He surely has quite a few cards up his sleeve. I need to go to Dragon City. Grandfather and father are both in Dragon City. My mother did not even get to see my own awakening ceremony before returning to Dragon City. From these details, Lin He could already smell a storm brewing. Xiao Shuai, right now, Dragon City is the eye of the storm. No one knows how much is hidden beneath the surface. Was it my mother who asked you to stop me from going to Dragon City? Yes. Even though I am clever, I often marvel at Lin He's schemes. I won't go right now. Dragon City is too dangerous. I am going to turn Kuohai City into a fortress. The Huang family is no longer an issue, and the old master of the Huang family sent out the invites this afternoon. I accepted for tomorrow evening. You handle those chores for me. I am going into seclusion, only after gaining enough strength. Could Lin He truly see the tip of this world's iceberg? Many rewards obtained before awakening the deity had not been used yet. The system's super-tier beast can be summoned. So sudden. A puppy's yip rang out. Lin He stared at the little black puppy that had been lying at his feet out of nowhere. He was stunned for a moment. What kind of creature is this? Name, Sun-Swallowing Deity. SSS tier talent, 1% cultivation fusion, howling celestial dog. Holy crap, it is just a cub. Lin He was instantly covered in a cold sweat. He remembered back at the wedding yesterday, when he acted all high and mighty, relying on his super-tier ferocious beast. Good thing it can howl. Even though it does howl, this puppy is just too small, and it sounds so squeaky and childish. Alright, little guy. Looking at how black you are, I will call you Black Emperor from now on. Afterward, Lin He checked his own attributes. Name, Lin He, talent, martial deity Yang. Civil, martial deity, Bodhi Patriarch. Cultivation, Yang 1%, Bodhi Patriarch 1%. Technique, heavenly heart-breathing method, Dragon Elephant Prajna. Internal arts, Yin-Yang longevity method. Item, Blood Moon pill, Heaven's Falling Saint entrance pill. Villain points, 15,000, plus a storage box. He found he still had one chance for a magical gotcha pull. Ding! Congratulations host for obtaining the primordial globe. Holy hell, that is top-tier loot. First, let us boost this cultivation. Lin He's martial spirit, harmony, is already at the perfect level. I just need to upgrade the fusion rate, and I am golden. Ding, may I ask, host, how many villain points are you prepared to spend to upgrade? Why hesitate at a time like this? All in, just go all in. Yang 15,000. Spending it all. Instantly Lin, he felt a turbulent surge inside his body. His bones popping like kernels in a popcorn machine. Constant explosions. A massive surging wave of power washed through him. His muscles were torn apart and then reformed. This whole process was completely painless. Just like shedding dead skin for a fresh start. His bones hardened like divine iron. His body shimmered like polished jade. His internal organs were all completely renewed. Utterly flawless. Cultivation, Yang 9%, so refreshing. A newly awakened SSS tier talent. Could already crush a tier hotshots. My SSS tier talent is now at 9%. Just one more step to reach the next realm. And the heavenly heart breathing method inside him had begun to operate automatically. Right after he awakened, his spirit, constantly working to boost Lin He's cultivation. Guangfan, I have no idea how long it will take to fill you up. Lin He looked at the glowing figure in his hands. Guangfan smirked, his eyes filled with cold murderous intent. Time to deal with Yi Fan. Today, I definitely need to break through to the next realm. After the Su family went bankrupt, the mother and daughter, who now fully rely on Lin He, could be described as having it extremely hard. They were completely restricted by Lin He. Su Qingwan's daily life used to be all about shopping, buying everything she saw. Now she can't do anything, and Lin Wanyue can't even play socialite games anymore. Even the old friends she used to chat with mock her openly or behind her back. Qingwan, we can't keep going like this. We must get Lin He back to how he was before, indulgent and luxurious. I know it is easier said than done, and besides, father is still in his hands, but I can't even get to see him right now. Then we will have to take initiative and find him. Wait, let mom go take a look first. I will test the waters for you. That is the only way. She left the manor. Lin He arrived with Shen Fanchuang at the military detention center where Li Chongxing was held to ensure maximum security. Zhang Shuiying, the old man with white hair, and even the Black Emperor tagged along. They all pulled up in a fleet of black armored Bugattis. Having reached their destination, Li Chongxing was wearing a specially crafted suit of armor, which could severely dampen his combat power, leaving him with almost 1/10 of his strength. You guys should step aside. He waved his hand, dismissing the surrounding soldiers. Approaching Yi Fan, Lin He did not say a word and just slapped him across the face. Wanna know why I am hitting you? Yi Fan glared at Lin He with eyes burning in fury, gritting his teeth in silence. Inside him, the 3 primordial spirit monkeys trembled due to his intense rage. No reason in particular. I do whatever I want, whenever I want. I do not need a damn excuse. Am I right? Little Li, what are you actually trying to do? Li Chongxing could not quite figure out Lin He's game anymore. Lin He's temperament was just like his talent, a once-in-a-millennium anomaly. Just passing time. Suddenly, I was in a bad mood, so I thought I would make you guys feel just as shitty. Maybe then, I will finally feel better. Lin He retorted, under Li Chongxing's shocked gaze. That hand swung out again. His face burned, though it did not really hurt. But this kind of humiliation. He had never felt such a thing since the day he was born. Lin He, I will kill you. Lin He offered a faint smile, feeling refreshed. Looking at you losing your cool like that. My mood just took a turn for the better. How does that saying go again? I just love how you hate my guts, but still can't do a damn thing about me. Ha ha ha, Lin He's laughter hurt Li Chongxing even more than the physical slap. If you have got guts, just kill me. With that kind of mental resilience, it is a miracle you have managed to live over 100 years, way worse than Yi Fan. Watch me hit him a few more times without even breaking a sweat. As he spoke, Lin He backhanded Yi Fan several more times. Smack smack smack. Ding. Host has humiliated the son of destiny, Yi Fan, multiple times. True villainous behavior. Awarding 1,000 villain points. At this rate, I won't even need to cultivate. It won't take long before I reach the 9th realm or even full perfection. Let our commander go, boss. Lin He has no regard for the law. He is openly seizing the commander of the Nihai Sheng regiment. This is a direct insult to the laws of the Long Kingdom. Lin He, who is actually behind you doing this. What kind of unspeakable secrets are you hiding? Let the commander go. Otherwise, we will wipe this military prison off the map. Outside, roaring sounds suddenly erupted. News of Lin He abducting Li Chongxing had already spread across the nation. These people were clearly the elite soldiers of the Nihai Sheng regiment. The sound of thick stone walls collapsing suddenly echoed, coming from all directions simultaneously, followed by a sound like 10,000 horses stampeding. Lin He, release the commander or you die. Let our commander go, quickly. In the blink of an eye, several soldiers with terrifying auras charged toward Lin He. Lin He was slightly stunned, then calm and collected. He pulled out a banner, radiating a brilliant golden light.